I'm sorry, I am very, very late. I had to do some things, and also I kind of stayed up a little too late last night. Oh, God. Ah, shit, I love the YouTube on Sent to Hades. I thought I changed that. Oh, I'll just change it now.
People who have unalived, seriously injured someone and don't...
I gotta pause that. No. God, I'm tired. I didn't even eat today. Let's see. Editing this. Now I have to use this to make sure it's consistent. Take this out. And I'll put down Slay the Princess in the thingy. Hello, everybody. I'm very sorry I'm not super, like, high energy right now. I literally just woke up not too long ago, and oh, God, I did not... I stayed up a little too late. I'm sorry. Ooh. Let me just also edit this one, because it is not meant. See. Implement a pristine cut. I'm just posting around and whatnot. I'm sorry. Oof. There we go. Alright, dismiss. And I'm going to say hello, everybody. Hello. Hi. Hi there. What's going on? I is very, very tired. I did not sleep properly. I should have slept earlier, but I stayed up. Oh my God. Let's see. How's everyone doing? I'll wait for a little bit until everybody gets here, or until like some people get here. Been very excited to play this game. Told that there's quite a few changes that they made. I'm super psyched about that. Yum. Yum. Nom nom. Nom nom. Nom nom. Nom. Nom 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 num 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 ba ba da ba da ba. Oh shit. Boop 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 ba ba boop boop ba boop 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 ba da ba boop 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 boop. Happy Saturday here in my way. We're gonna kill some princess today. uh mm. Mhm. Mhm. Uh-huh. 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 Ba-da-ba-ba-dum. Okay. Let's see your pristine cut. I'm just passing around the information real quick. Kiss me more than you know. So jump in the water and kiss me. Penelope, I've told you this before. You know I'm afraid of the water. Just to come and see you're safe and sound. Oh. Now I have the thingy. I have the thingy here. And I have the thingy here. And oh, hi Kenny. Sorry. I'm good. I actually didn't eat anything yet. I am running very, very late for this stream, if I had to be honest. I should have started about 10 minutes or 20 minutes ago, but I slept in and I didn't really have the chance to eat yet. So I ate a toasted egg and ham cheese sandwich. That sounds awesome, to be honest. Like that sounds like that would hit the spot right now, along with like a lot of coffee. Like so much coffee. Let's see here. Um let's see. I wish to boop. I boop. I boop. I boop you. I boop you. I boop. Boop. And boop. It's alright. That's fine. Anything new lately so far? Well, as far as new, we have the Pristine cut for Slay the Princess. I have been very excited for this. I have been waiting for this forever since they announced it, and I was just like, yes! Finally! It's here! Just posting around real quick. Boop, 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 boop. Mm. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, 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 boop. And then no boops from the chat unless you got the reward for it. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh god, don't worry about me, I'm just dying. Alright. I am hoping some people might come into the call with me. But I also know that I also know I should probably eat like actual food. Yeah. 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 Yum 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 yum. Num 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 num. I have been super excited about this. It has been I've just been really excited and hyped about the fact that this game is out now. I have been wanting to play this game for a minute. Did it? And I've been suffering shy the whole time. I would take the suffering from you. Ooh. Did it da ba 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 da 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 da. Mm. I really want to order like some stuff to come in, but it is way. I need to save my money. There, like I have coffee. I have coffee. It's just the food part that I need to worry about. Which I could probably get done by myself. I could probably like just get some coffee done like really quick. But I don't know. I don't know. Oh, that was a big one. That was a big one. All right, I'm just gonna get started. So, hello everyone. Hello everyone who's here. I really appreciate you guys being here. I am so excited to see this game. It's Slay the Princess. It's the Pristine cut. It's basically a new update that came out the other day. I believe it was on Thursday. It was either Thursday or Friday that this came out. And I've been really excited. Whatever horrors you may find in the darkest places, have heart and see them through. There are no premature endings. There are no wrong directions. There is only fresh perspective and new beginnings. This is a love story. Oh, I should also post here just really quick. So Slay the Princess does have trigger warnings and there are content warnings, and I will post those in the chats for both Twitter and YouTube. So let me get that done right now while I'm at it. There we go. So I'm just gonna post those here just to make sure that everybody's on the same page. I don't want anybody to get horribly triggered. But this is a horror game as well as a love story. And I also just realized that it is also not taking up the entire screen. Of course it's not. Why would it be? Why would it be taking up the entire screen like it should be? So I have posted into the chat all the trigger warnings, but I will periodically do so again and again because I do plan on this being like a long one. So then, who wants to begin? Let's hear. I'm just gonna get started all by myself. I can do it all by myself. The Hero and the Princess. You're on a path in the woods. At the end of that path is a cabin, and in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will mean the end of the world. Okay, here are options. Let's see here. Doesn't look like any of these have changed specifically. Usually I'd go with a Explorer, but I've played this game a few times. But, no, I don't know what they've updated, so here it goes. The end of the world? What are you talking about? I'm talking about the end of everything as we know it. No more birds, no more trees, and perhaps most problematic of all, no more people. You have to put an end to her. But how can a princess locked away in a basement end the world? Don't linger on specifics. You have a job to do here. Just get in there and do what needs to be done. We're all counting on you. Have you considered that maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked up? While I appreciate the mental exercise that we are running up against a ticking clock. And before you decide to waste even more of our time by asking how I know that, let me suggest a more pragmatic lens through which to view this situation. Casualty does not matter here, because the end result is the same no matter what led us up. Hey, D. Birch. To this point. If the princess leaves the cabin, the world will end. There is no changing that. It's no use arguing semantics over a metaphorical chicken or egg, because the egg is hatched and is about to ruin everything. Unless, of course, you do your job and slay her. Do I get some sort of reward for doing this? Yes, but you'll have to slay her before you get it. Things are good. I am running very late on this stream, admittedly. I should have started this stream like I think it was supposed to be half an hour ago, and I ended up not doing that, and in fact being very, very late. I tried to stay up really late last night, and it worked, and it did not work for waking up very, very good. Oh, I think I can pin this, right? Okay, pin this message. All right, so as far as everyone is concerned, I wanted to just pin down the trigger warnings and the content warnings for this. I just pinned them now, so you should be able to see them in chat. Just make sure that you look at those. This is the game we're playing. It's called Slay the Princess. I have been very excited to see it, to watch it, and I just want to make sure that that nobody is horrifyingly triggered by this. I don't think they will. Hold on. Oh, God. Let's hear it. There we go. I pinned it on there, too. Obviously, if you look at the content warnings, there are spoilers, but if you do get easily triggered by anything, I'd highly suggest looking into them. They don't spoil a whole lot. It's just kind of telling you what kind of horrifying monstrosities happen. This game just generally does have blood. It generally will have stabbing in it. Fighting, violence. I think there's a flash warning. But, oh wow, I got 9 people already. Hi! I'm super excited about this game. But I wanted to make sure to warn everybody before they get started. Hey, this is gonna happen, and it's gonna be an event. Alright. Some people, they usually... I'm accompanied by others, but not today. Today, I am by myself. All by myself. Alright. Do you have any evidence to back this up? Look, you're already on a path that leads to the cabin. Why would you be here if it weren't to complete a very important task? You've made it this far. You might as well reach the end of your journey. Look, I'll go to the cabin, but I'll talk to her. And if she's as bad as you say she is, maybe I'll slay her. But I'm not committing to anything until I've had the chance to meet her face to face. Oh, who'd you met at MCM Comic Con? Let's hear. Then I guess we'll just have to see what happens. But a word of warning. Oh, that's nice. If you go in prepared to hear her out, she could easily trap you in her web of lies. The more you listen to her honeyed words, the harder it'll be to pull yourself out. Then each and every one of us is doomed. So sure, go talk to her. See how it turns out for all of us. You make your way to a short path to the cabin. You'll find a princess within it. We're really going to do this? We're really going to go through with this, aren't we? Right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about. Proceed to the cabin. The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floors and walls are painted with a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wood table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. Alright. I usually always go for the peaceful route. Like, I normally don't, I don't normally get the blade, if I have to be honest. And I'm curious what that's gonna look like. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damped. A hint of rot filtering through ancient wood. If the princess really does live here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice carries up the stairs. Hello? Is someone there? It's hypnotizing. It's a kind of voice you'll only have to hear once to remember for the rest of your life. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. You're playing a dangerous game by coming here unarmed. Blech. Alright, sorry, I had to check something real quick. There we go. Continue down the stairs. Good. You're still listening to reason. It would be better if you had a weapon, but you may still be able to do what needs to be done. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone? I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here. Hi! Do you think you can get me out of these chains? Hold on, let's talk first. Okay. Let's try. What's your name? Oh. The writing is on the wall. She pauses and carefully formulates her words before she responds. You can address me as Your Royal Highness, or you can call me Princess, if Royal Highness is too formal. Is Princess her name or her title? What if it's both? Could you imagine being named Princess? So is your name, is Princess your name? Like I said, you can call me Princess if you'd like. I'm sorry, I've been here so long, I guess I've forgotten. I must have a name, though. Everyone has a name. Okay, that's weird. That's weird. She hadn't even thought to pick a name for herself. Hopefully, you're starting to see she can't be trusted. Now go back upstairs and get the blade. Slay her before it's too late. All right. Since I'm the only one here, actually, it might be better. Oh, okay. They allowed you to turn that off. What the fuck is the boil effect? I'll turn on the voices for a bit. All right. It's your. If I'm the first person you've seen, what have you been eating or drinking?
I don't see what that has to do with anything.
I don't know. I feel like that's pretty fucking important. Like, how long have you been locked in here? If I'm the only person, how are you sustaining life?
This is the only time this is ever going to happen. But I agree with the princess. That's hardly relevant.
I don't know. That feels pretty fucking relevant.
Actually, what has she been eating? She has to eat, right?
That's what I would think. Like what are you doing? What have you been eating? Have you been eating the just random shit that's been on the floor, and is that why you're like slightly gangly and skinny, or is it because or just like food just appears? I was here to slay you. Oh, I guess I skipped dialogue. Okay, but I don't think you're actually dangerous. But I wanted to see you for myself, and I'm not sure what to believe. I'm starting to think it's true, and there's something about you that doesn't feel right. I don't think you're actually dangerous.
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think. I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here for so long.
How long has she been locked away?
Did they tell you how I'm supposed to end the world?
No, you just kind of...
Sooner or later, you'll learn to trust me. Hopefully it won't be too late when you finally come around.
It would be nice if you gave me straight fucking answers.
Thank you for believing me. Now, can you help me get out of here?
Alright.
Walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
We do not. Because...
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They would have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the camp.
I mean, you would think they would, at least to feed her, unless the point was that she died. I'm going upstairs.
Okay, I'll be here. Good luck.
I love the little effect where
You
you can
attempt to
move
make
it.
your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place.
Now this is just cheating.
Is someone else here?
Alright, at least try the door.
It's locked from the outside.
You would think that that wouldn't happen. There was nobody behind us, but I guess there's nobody here.
Your shouts and pleas are met with silence. You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done.
Fascinating, fascinating. How about now? Alright, I guess I have to return back down to the bottom of the stairs.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed to.
Now!
Easier for whom?
Yeah, who is it easier for?
Everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
Yeah.
There's a slight
Yeah, they did.
rising in the princess's voice.
It is.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
Okay. Cool.
She barely hesitates before raising
Fuck!
her arm to her mouth, her teeth tearing
I also
through the
realized she
bone
doesn't
and
actually have
turning into a
eyebrows.
black wolf. As she rips her flesh from her bone,
Which
the sound
kind of adds to
comes behind,
unnerving.
the clang of bouncing metal.
Bouncy, bouncy,
It's the
bouncy.
blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now.
Great.
Or we could use it to free her.
Which is it gonna
What
be?
happens if you do that?
Now, should we save the princess or slay the princess? All right. Oh, shit. All right. Save or slay. Time for chat to decide. What shall we do? Her fate is in your hands. What shall we do? Will we save the princess? Slay the princess? There's not really any other option. Ooh. Ooh. I still want to do this piece for the Slay the Princess. It's supposed to be. I had this whole plan where it was gonna be like a shadow box. Moving on to phone, taking power walk. Cool. Very dedicated in character. Time is running out. What will we do? We have two choices. You can save the princess or slay her. Boop 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 boop. Slay the princess or save the princess. These are the rules. What shall we do? What shall we move? There's so many options to choose from. But really only two. Kill the princess, save the world. Save the princess, doom the world. And find out what happens. Do we actually doom the world? Do we actually kill everyone? If we save this one person who seemingly has done nothing wrong. What will you choose, everyone? It's 50-50 now. Come on, we gotta still vote. Your vote matters. Save the world and Mr. Krabs. Save the world, Mr. Krabs has wanted us to save the world. And it's 50-50 split. Alright. So if that's the case, what shall we do? Let's save. You said to slay the princess, so we'll slay her.
Bring the blade down and plunge it into the princess's back. Fine. The wound drives her to the ground. Okay. There's no going back now. I'm with you to the end.
You bastard! Were you lying to me this whole time?
The princess pushes away from you,
Ooh.
emotional, ripping the blade from her back. Wounded, but still alive, she crouches on all fours in the corner of the room and meets your eyes with the ferocity of a cornered predator.
You've made a terrible enemy, and there's nothing in the world that can possibly save you from me.
I thought we had the upper hand, but it's as if she's barely even threatened by us.
We are insignificant. We have made a horrible mistake.
She can do to hurt you. I'm not so sure. Don't waver now.
I waver.
Ready your blades to deliver a lethal blow. She lunges at your legs with the same animal ferocity she used to tear at her arm.
Well, she's still tied up, so nope. Nope, we're just gonna...
Again, as you're tackled to the ground, your body racked with pain as she rips into you with tooth and claw. Forget about trying to rescue her. This is about survival now. Give her everything you've got.
Slay the princess.
Though your nerves are seizing with pain, you know you've done your fair share of damage as well, your blade having left deep gashes in the princess's back. You seize a moment of hesitation to throw her off of you and shakily push yourself back to your knees. We can still turn this around.
Can we? Do we give up? Finish the job? Or do we run to the stairs and lock her in the basement? Maybe she'll bleed out. Maybe. I wonder if anybody will actually vote for this. I'll minimize this time just so it's quicker. Our options are to give up, to finish the job, or to run. What shall we do? What shall you choose? 3 options to be had. There is no wrong answer. We got one person voting finish the job. Okay. Boop 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 boop. All right, we just have the one vote, and it's to finish the job. Is anybody going to compete with it? Does anybody want to compete with it? Does anybody want to say? Or does everybody want to be complacent? It looks like we're finishing the job. Unless YouTube has anything to say. I mean, what else can you do? What else can we do? Oh, we have a run. All right, let's see if anybody else votes on it. I am also streaming on YouTube, I want to point out. I didn't see the voting option. Well, I do have the voting option available on I have the voting option available right now on the YouTube one. So if you wanted to rush over there to see it, absolutely valid. Finish the job went well on YouTube, or went well on Twitch. So let's see what YouTube says. And so far it's telling me to run. Does anybody else have an opinion? You could always go to my YouTube, or you can head over. You can head over to anywhere. It's up to you. And just so people are aware of what I'm doing, I have here... Oh, shit. No, I don't want to do that. It's here. Paste. Ooh. Okay, somebody else voted to finish the job. Alright, so technically speaking, 2 people said finish the job. That's one on Twitch, and then the other is on YouTube. 1 person says to run. So what will you say? What will you all say? Her fate is in your hands. Will you let her be? Will you let her go? What does that mean for you? Oh. Yep. We're good. Alright, I guess we're finishing the job. I'll end that one. Let's finish the job.
You're resolving to take another step closer to the princess. You probably won't make it out of here alive, but you can still make sure that she won't make it out. Excuse me? What's this about not making it out of here alive? Do you think this is what I wanted to happen? I have a duty to state the facts of the situation, and honestly, it's a miracle anyone in this room is still standing right now. Don't act so surprised. Can you not feel all those gashes and holes pulling you apart? prince is certain to finish the job.
Oh shit.
You take another step forward, and the princess lunges towards you. The two of you enter one last exchange, a flurry of blade and claw and fleshy ribbons. And then you stop. Neither you nor princess able to go any further. You collapse on the ground, and the princess collapses beside you. Blood pools around you both, and you watch each other fade away.
After all this time alone, I thought I'd finally found a friend, but you were just another monster, weren't you?
Silence as the room starts to get fuzzy around you. You've paid a terrible price, but you've saved us all. It's over.
I think this is it. You're sorely mistaken. One way
What?
or another, I'll make sure you pay for this.
What?
But you don't have time to worry over such things.
Why get?
Everything goes dark, and you die.
Don't just move past that. The witch.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her.
What?
If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
I feel like we have been here before.
A terrible sense of deja vu. No, you don't have that. This is
I feel like I do.
Either of us have been here. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. Brilliant. We need to keep our cards close to our chest, and I'm not sure we can trust him. You know I can hear you, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from him.
This is true. Because he's annoyingly here.
I say I'm not sure we can trust him. Slip of the tongue. You know, the old brain fog. I meant to say that we should probably head over to the cabin and slay that princess. We already know we can't trust her, so let's get on with the show.
Okay. All right. Well, this is more than deja vu, though. I'm pretty sure this whole thing has literally just happened.
You could go back and forth on this forever, and it won't get you any closer to doing your job and saving the world. So let's just agree to disagree.
Feel like I shouldn't. I feel like I should be having more questions. Like you should be having more questions. Let's assume I'm telling the truth. And this is all really did already happen. Why should I listen to you? Why should I bother doing anything?
Those are two very different questions, but fine. I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving.
Okay.
Say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of it. If you're back here, I'm assuming you died, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me. We were just
Bold
weighing our
assumption.
options in a morally ambiguous situation. Can't blame us for weighing our options.
Fair.
We did our best with the information we were given, and we did kill her. And yet you still died, didn't you? So congratulations. You've been given another chance to actually do this right. And I believe your other question was something along the lines of, oh, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making a rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences.
Okay, fair.
What do you mean? Of course
Fair
there
point.
were consequences. We killed the princess killed us, and now everyone's right back where they started.
This is also true.
Consequence free to me. Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how we got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or were you instead transported to a different world entirely?
These are both
Had you
relatively.
failed to slay the princess, what would have happened to everyone in the place you left? That's a very good point. This princess character seems like a lot of trouble, and if you think about it, actually slaying her probably breaks us out of this cycle, right? We don't want to be stuck here forever. do we?
So then, why?
You're laying it on a little thick, aren't you?
Why you switch way too often. I don't trust
On a
you.
little thick? What are you talking about? I'm sharing my honest opinions.
Honest opinions.
What matters is that almost everyone seems to be on the same page. So whenever you're ready, stop dawdling, get to the cabin, and save the world.
Okay. But let's talk about this, princess.
Just be quick about it.
Okay, shut the fuck up. Alright. Okay. To quote you from the last time, she's just a princess. Why was she able to rip me apart with her bare fucking hands?
Is just a princess. Whatever you think happened to you last time, just get it out of your head before you get to the cabin, and you'll be fine.
What the fuck? Okay. She killed me last time around. How can I make sure? Okay. Who locked her in the basement? Exactly what is this place?
People locked her in that basement.
Okay, that's not very specific.
It's a path in the woods. Don't overcomplicate things.
I feel like I need to overcomplicate things because you're not, like, giving me anything right now. Okay, she killed me last time around. How can I make sure that doesn't happen again? If people locked her away, why couldn't they slay her? Why is this my job? Why do I have to clean everybody's goddamn mess?
I'm not supposed to say this, but it's because you're special.
Fuck off.
You're the only person capable of doing this.
Fuck off.
Call it a prophecy, if that helps.
JJR says possibly extreme gaslighting.
No, you're special. Of course you're special.
Oh, gee, we're special.
Good point. That really explains almost everything.
No, it doesn't. It explains nothing. Explains literally nothing.
You know, you're right. But it explains almost everything.
No, it really doesn't explain anything. Chosen one, classic chosen one scenario. Right. Cool. She killed me last time. How can I make sure that doesn't happen again? Please.
Like I said, if she killed you, it was probably because you didn't listen to me. Don't talk to her, don't trust her, just go in, do your job, and save the world.
Cool. You're a dickhead. Alright. You're being cagey. What aren't you telling me?
Everything you need to know.
Don't tell me that.
Detail would just overcomplicate an otherwise very simple situation and make your job more difficult.
Please don't tell me that. That makes me trust you even less.
To stand a chance against her, we need to be armed with information. What is she really capable of? How are we supposed to stop her?
These are all questions that are very good and should be answered.
Not to sound like a broken record, but the less you know about her, the better things will go for all of us.
Oh, fuck you.
I know it sounds like I'm hiding something, but you're just
Protagonist syndrome. It...
I don't think either of you really need to press the man on this. He wants us to slay the princess, so why would he have anything to hide?
feel like he has the most to hide. He wants us to slay the princess the most. Alright. Stretching. Oh.
Stop wasting time chatting amongst yourselves in the woods.
Alright.
So, we could move this along.
Oh. I don't know if you can catch that. Alright. That's gonna be grounding. Oh. Yep. There we go. Big stretch.
Great. Now, if you don't mind, the whole world is waiting with bated breath for you to save it from ruin.
Cool. Awesome. Great. Question. What is happening?
A warning before you go.
Oh my god.
She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. Don't worry, I think we've taken that lesson to heart at this point. You can trust us to get the job done.
Can we though? Can we trust you specifically? Feel like your ass is gonna cut my back up more than the princess is.
The interior of the cabin is a mess of twisted roots. The walls a chaotic weave of knotted wood that, almost as if by accident, just happens to resemble a room. The floor is damp and earthy, and the only furniture of note is a slab of mud in the the shape of a shelf.
Deku deku maru, deku deku maru, deku deku maru, oh ayo.
You'll need it if you want to do
Deku
this right.
deku maru, deku deku ma. I heard a pop sound. Yes, that is my back because I am old now. Let's hear. This cabin looks This whole cabin is different than last time.
Very different. Maybe that's because you haven't actually been here. I hope this means you'll finally drop that ridiculous past life nonsense. You haven't died, and you certainly haven't been killed by the princess.
I feel like you're gaslighting me even more. Thank you so much for your gaslight bullshit.
Riding on this.
Let's hear. It looks more like a treehouse than a cabin. Alright. I'm gonna approach the mirror.
Walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall.
'Tis a wall! But it's not just a wall!
Isn't a wall.
It's a mirror! It's a mirror!
At least it'll be a mirror once we wipe off that layer of grime.
Okay, wipe the mirror clean.
You reach forward, rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look like them.
Okay. I'm gonna take the blade this time.
You take the blade from the shelf. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. Well, if we're grabbing a weapon, we should probably keep it hidden
Weapon.
behind our backs. She doesn't have to know we have it. That's not actually a bad idea.
Alright. We're entering the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase dug into the muddy earth below. The ceiling is thick with roots that hang like locks of tangled hair. The weak starlight from the cabin windows behind you can barely penetrate the gloom here, only illuminating the edges of an opening below. It shines in the darkness like some kind of massive maw waiting to swallow you up into the earth. The air smells of dirt and copper. It's thick and wet, as if
Don't go down there, it's dark.
Mud with each intake of breath.
It's not that dark.
Princess lives here. Slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her voice skitters up from below.
Something nasty finds itself on my stairs. Come on down. Don't be scared. I probably won't bite.
Probably. The keyword is probably won't bite. I'm not nasty. Hello, say nothing. I'm not nasty.
But you are. You're a wretched little thing.
What type of tsundere bullshit is this?
That voice as easily as I recognized your nervous little footsteps coming up the path. I know who you are, and I remember what you've done.
See? She knows us. Is this enough for you to believe what we've been saying?
I know, just doing a Bugs Bunny quote.
You shouldn't let that cloud your judgment. She's just a princess. As long as you remember that and remain focused, slaying her will be easy.
What is your definition of just a princess? I want to point this out.
Enough? Maybe we can talk our way out of this whole situation.
I don't think that's possible.
You can't. Unless you slay her right away, she's going to break free and end the world. There's no reasoning with what she is. Look, I'm just throwing ideas out there. I like to think out loud. I'm the kind of guy who likes a discussion. Don't we want to hear what everyone has to say before making any big decisions? Do you want to hear what everyone has to say? Or do you just want to hear yourself talk?
Do you have the time to listen to me whine?
The task is to slay the princess, not endlessly debate about what to do with the princess.
That is true. That is not a title.
You're the boss. Thank you. You descend the basement steps, entering the dark room below. You can just make out the shape of the princess in the gloom. She's huddled against
Kitty!
the wall, her eyes bright and glaring from amid the thick roots.
Kitty!
And there you are. One hand tucked away behind your back, gripping that sharp, sharp blade, no doubt.
That's not fair. How would she know that?
How would she know that?
So, we've dropped the pretenses. Good.
She's acting like she already knows you.
Yes, we already established this. Why won't you listen?
True. That's pretty sharp. How'd you figure that one out? Call it deductive reasoning.
Call it actually listening to what we goddamn are saying.
At it. So, you really don't remember us, do you? No, I don't. But you and the princess clearly have a shared reality, even if I'm not a part of it. I won't waste time fighting you on something that's clearly true.
Cool.
You fought us on it back in the woods. That was when the only perspectives we had were yours and mine.
I was expecting a different outfit.
I'm just glad we could put all this behind us. Is it all behind us?
I don't think it is. And also, we've probably been, like, looking at her for the past few seconds, just going like,
My world is on the line right now, so I'd appreciate it if you would take this seriously and slay her. Let's chat her up a bit first. Maybe we can find a middle ground where everyone's happy. Don't talk to her. You're just going to make things more difficult than they have to be.
Well, I seem to remember you having a tongue.
are you gonna use it? I'm just saying, if you're going to point out that you remember me having the tongue, do you want me to use it? These are important questions, guys. Like, I need to know. I need to know if she wants me to use my tongue. Let's see her. She thinks I think her tongue comment was pushing you to speak. But what about that? What did that tongue do? What did claws do? Oh god. All right. Let's see what options we have. Oh great, we have so many. All right. Let's see her. I'm sorry about what happened last time. Look, we made a mistake. We all make mistakes, right? I'm sure you've made mistakes. Don't worry, the blade isn't for you, or at least not to kill you. We gotta get you out somehow. Get a sense that you're not happy with me. Hey there, girl. Hey, what's up? I do not have... Well, Rox Evelyn. Hi. Let's see her. You scared me, okay? When you started gnawing at your arm, gnawing your arm off, it scared me and I stabbed you. It's a totally normal response to somebody gnawing at their arm. I love Slay the Princess. I love this game. It's so good. So good. I mean, the title is Slay the Princess, but slay can mean one of two things. I mean, it could mean slay. Oh god, I just cringed at myself a little bit for saying that. Ugh. Let's see. We both died last time. Can't bygones be bygones? Yeah, you killed me last time. We could just push our pettiness aside for one day. We've all been there before. Look, I know, things got messy last time, but I think there is something bigger between us that we have to work together. We have to team up. Why do I get this nagging feeling you're gonna stab me in the back if I help you? There are a lot of options. There are a lot of options here. You killed me last time, but it's cool. Yeah, it's cool. We've all just stabbed each other one time or another. It's fine. It happens. Agreed, Slay. Alright, let's team up. I want to team up.
I suppose you didn't come into my hovel of your own accord, did you? Alright. I suppose I could team up. I need a way out after all. And unfortunately, you're the only one I have.
Seems to me like she's offering a mutually beneficial arrangement. We should take it. Do you know what the word mutually means? Because it sounds to me like she's offering an arrangement that benefits her and her alone.
I don't know how we arrange anything here. Okay. I'm going to say I'm sorry for last time.
Ooh, smart. Let's apologize. Get us back on the right foot.
Oh, you're sorry. Isn't that nice? You're such a gracious little monster.
I mean, I am a crow creature.
Sorry, then let me out of here. Prove it.
Alright, how can we prove it, though? You know what? I don't want to hurt you, but clearly there's some broken trust. This is a gesture of my goodwill. Give her the blade.
You can't be serious. Now, hold on. We should put this to a vote. The blade is one of our most valuable assets. We can't just give it to her. What if she uses it to kill us? I vote no. As do I.
Interesting, fascinating. How about fuck you?
Abstain. She's going to kill us if we give it to her.
Yes, I see that. I see that, but this isn't democracy. This is my body. And also, there seems to be a council of me's in my head. All with like the same voice. She's just there like, hee. I love her little, like, her little smirk is just like, ee. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? What you gonna do with that little knife? What you gonna do? What you gonna do? What you gonna do with that little knife? I have plans to kill you, and it's going to be gracious.
You're going to get everyone killed. You know that, right? But of course you do.
My body, my choice.
Toss the blade at the princess's feet. She eyes it with suspicion before kneeling down to pick it up.
I wouldn't have done that.
No,
Why did you?
because I'm trying to gain your trust. And also you could have just taken that shit off your arm.
His wrist.
Is this just like a game?
That was the whole time. That sneaky little
That's not important.
Ironheart. It's a shame we just gave her a weapon, because if I were her, I'd use it on us right now. Luckily for us, you're not her. Oh, we sure think alike, though. I can promise you that. Whatever you say next, you better make it count. She creeps forward, taking one cautious step at a time until you and she are face to face.
What do you think happens now?
No, that's up to you. It's why I gave you the blade. I chose last time and I regret it. Now it's your time to choose. We're both scared and we're both hurting. If one of us doesn't make a change, we'll probably kill each other forever. Do you want that? I don't. We can be better than this. You're beautiful. I want to actually save you, and this feels like the only way to do it. If you're like someone I know, you're probably going to kill me. The next choice is critical. I am going to flirt.
She pulls back, clearly caught off guard by whatever nonsense you just said to her. Oh, it was nice.
It is nice.
Whether it's nice depends on if we meant it. We didn't mean it. Did we?
But she look at her cute little face.
But unfortunately,
Okay.
we weren't lying.
Look at her cute little face. She's like, Baka. She's going, Baka. Look at her cute little face. It's just, I want to squeeze it. I want to squeeze her little face. She's so cute. Ah!
What? What do you mean by that? What kind of game are you playing?
Shut up, Baka.
The look of surprise that momentarily softened her features vanishes as she steals her nerves.
Look at her. Look at her. Stinky.
Then the blade in your heart. What? No. No, come on, that's not right. I told you. I told you. This is what she was going to do. Glee dances across her face as you fall to the ground.
I did it. I got you. You.
The princess seems to tremble, her smile fading quickly, replaced with concern. Her nervous eyes brim with tears.
Why? Why did you let me do this?
But you don't have the strength to respond, nor do you have the time. Everything goes dark, and you die.
The thorn. Ah, it's my favorite. I love this route. I love this route so much.
You're on a path in the woods. I can't believe she actually stabbed us. I told you not to give her the blade. I told you it would come around to bite us. I voted against it. Yeah, we know. You already got your
I got the
told you
boops.
stays in while we were
I got
bleeding out.
booped.
I just wanted to make sure that everyone here knows that I was and am on the right side of that argument.
I am going to slap this motherfucker in the face.
You're far from being on the right side of anything. You're fixated on the past, whereas what you should be is fixated on the future.
Ho ho! A visionary. I like it. Tell me more.
Oh no.
My dear fellow, by cruelly turning on the princess in her moment of vulnerability, we made ourselves an enemy. But by mastering our fear and insecurity and handing over our power, we've begun a journey to something so much deeper. I like journeys. Traveling is a bit of a passion of mine. It makes me so relatable.
Uh-huh.
Where are we off to? Well, if we're lucky, it's a journey.
To the west.
She hates us.
She
She hesitated before stabbing us to death. Maybe she won't be as keen to betray us this time. We've already proven to her that we can change. So maybe she'll realise that things don't have to end in violence.
Do they, though? What if I want them to end in violence?
Maybe you're right. In which case, I suppose the only thing to do is to get back to the cabin and give it another try. Give what another try exactly? You are aware I've been listening to you, right?
Don't listen to him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Fire in the shadows or bear our intentions with open hearts. We are breaking your cruel cycle and whisking her away to freedom.
I both love and hate this man.
Great. So you've obviously been here before, since you apparently died at least once. Twice, actually.
Twice. Thank you for correcting me.
Twice. Then I'll spare you the little introduction I had planned.
No, I like the introduction.
Already know that she's dangerous. So don't muck this up. It's bad enough that this isn't your first time through.
Okay. Alright. The choices we make. Can you make the game louder? Yeah, I can make it a little louder. In the mean, I am playing leg in the league in the means leg. Alright. Alright, I think that this is about medium to everything. We're going to free her. We're even now. I'm not sure she understands that, but we can see what.
That's the spirit. Don't forget what she's done to you. She's practically asking for you to slay her.
I don't think that the back and forth is really helpful.
Even though we were stabbed in the heart.
But it's too late.
She'll come around, just like we did.
Yeah.
Let's just see how the wind blows. I'm not opposed to violence here, but let's not rule anything out just yet. Maybe we won her over last time. Who knows?
stop sitting on the fence and pick a side already. We don't need you waffling when things get hairy. I've already picked a side. Our side. I'm here to make sure that whatever happens, we wind up on top. Because that's worked out great so far. Well, we're not out of the game yet, are we? And again, I'll have you know, I wouldn't have gotten us killed last time. I wanted to stab her in the back, not hand over our precious backstabbing implement.
Backstabbing implement. Okay. You're sure taking this whole loop thing pretty in stride.
What do you want me to say? It's bad that you've been here before. It's bad for you, it's bad for me, and it's especially bad for the world. The more times you run through this, the more likely it is that you'll fail. You've already failed twice.
It's
So
fair.
you knew this could happen. Theoretically, sure, I knew this could happen, but I was supposed to be the first. I'd really rather not get into it.
I don't care about where we came from, and I don't care to discuss the theory of anything. I yearn only to bring her freedom. I'm here to feel, not to think.
Then we can all
I'm
move on.
here to feel, not to think. No
forget
wonder
what I
you're a
said about
dumbass himbo.
It's important that you believe in yourself, and the fact you're here probably means that you still have a chance to pull this off and save the world. My world, at least. Sounds like you've probably doomed a couple of others already.
Loving
I
your
need to
stream
stop
so
you.
far.
Think
It's
happy
I love to
thoughts.
see a small creator doing it what they love. I do love this. I usually don't do gaming streams on my channel. I usually do art streams, usually character design stuff recently. This is actually out of the norm for me. This place is different. It keeps changing.
Wonderful. If the woods themselves are changing, then that's all the more reason for you to take this seriously. It would mean your grip on things is slipping, which, in turn, likely means her influence is spreading. Someone's in the know. I've already said too much. The more information you have, the more difficult your task will be. Don't listen to her, definitely don't free her, and if you can, don't even think about her.
But I kind of have
Don't
to think
worry
about her
me.
to
My head's
do my
always
job.
empty. Except the thoughts of her.
Romantic sigh. No matter what happens, it seems like all our answers are at the cabin. Let's see this through. Proceed to the cabin.
It isn't long before you find yourself at the base of the cabin. I think it's clear where everyone stands at this point. I don't know if I'd say everyone. You talking about me? I have a position. It's a good one, too. Ignore him, he's just talking for talking's sake. My position is the only one that matters. You know what you have to do.
But do I have the strength to do it?
The interior of the cabin is hardly an interior at all anymore. Burned out ruins merely suggest the shape of the structure that once stood here, charred wood still reeking of ash. But beneath it lies the fresh smell of spring growth after rain, the promise of new life in the wreckage of the old. The only furniture of note is the crisp shell of what was once a table, a pristine... Wait, this isn't right. There's supposed to be a pristine blade. Why isn't there a pristine blade? We gave it to her last time. She can't still have it, can she? Well, it's not here. And if she has it... Let me guess. You want to get all chummy with her. Look, as far as I see it, if it's between him and her, I say we side with the one who has the weapon. It's just the smart thing to do. I wouldn't be so hasty. I'm sure the blade will turn up somewhere. She can't have it. That's not how this is supposed to work.
You're into
If she
art? Me
does
too.
have it,
Yeah, I'm
that's
into
all
art.
the more reason to put our faith in her. We've already shown her our heart. Now she has to show us hers. Unless her heart tells her to stab us, which doesn't seem unlikely. So, yes, I agree. Let's make sure we get on her good side.
Alright. How do we even get down there? The only thing I see is the mirror.
You're right, the mirror is back. There isn't anywhere for us to go. There isn't a mirror. I still don't get his angle here.
Either way, I say we take a look. It feels like it's been forever since we've actually seen ourselves. For all we know, our feathers are all out of place. And that's why we haven't yet won her heart. We must put our best face forward.
The reason why we don't get bitches is because our feathers aren't working.
Takes care of his appearance. So, is the door to the basement behind the mirror? I promise you there isn't a mirror, and there isn't a door to the basement. The entrance is more of a burned out frame than anything else, and it's right there on the far side of the room. Do you really not see it?
Well, we're supposed to approach the mirror, so...
You step forward and approach the scorched entryway leading to the basement, hesitating before you begin the descent.
You know what you have to do. Wipe away the grit from the mirror, and behold our handsome features.
I love this guy. I love this guy so much. It's so fucking funny.
You reach forward and wave your hand through the hollow entrance leading to the basement. You really thought there was a mirror there, didn't you? That can't be good. As if things weren't unpredictable enough.
Alas, our fine features remain unseen. We'll just have to trust that she'll find us beautiful as we are.
Well, seems like the only way to go is forward, isn't it? Yes, that's where everything tends to be. Let's just put on a good face and have our wits about us.
Alright. Enter the basement.
You step through the frame of scorched wood and make your way into the darkness below. The stairs to the basement are covered in a fine layer of gritty ash. The air still feels warm, as if the fires that ruined this place had only recently been extinguished. Yet fresh shoots of thorny branches are already weaving themselves through the soot-covered earth of the walls around you. Their spines point courteously down towards the basement, so you're able to brush past their jagged points with ease, at least on the way down. But you don't need to think about the way back up just yet. That's a matter for after the world's been saved.
I feel like I should be thinking about this. Like, you shouldn't be, like, just
Thorns are an
dismissing...
expression of her pain.
Alright.
I know it. She's calling out for help.
Her voice, worn down by pain and suspicion, hobbles up the stairs.
I can't get away from you, can I? We kill each other and you come back. You let me kill you and you come back.
You make it
Why you
sound...
let me do that? I don't know what you want from me.
You make it sound so depressing. Maybe perhaps it's because I wish to love. I want to figure out a way out of this. I don't know what I want. I never really chose to come here. I want to free you, and I mean it. I just want to talk. Really talk.
I think you know how this goes. I'm down here and I can't leave. So, come down and talk. It's not like I can stop you.
Alright.
You continue down the basement stairs, brushing past the smooth edges of thorns that grow more and more plentiful as you make your way forward. You step out into what was once a vast open cavern, now overrun by briars and prickles and thistles, the space thick with hostile vegetation. At the heart of it all, encased in a tight weave of vines, is the princess, her bloody, trembling hands clutching a pristine blade.
Did you know this was going to happen to me? Are you here to watch me suffer? Are you here to laugh?
Yeah, I'm here to laugh. Yes, I'm here to laugh at you while you're just like bleeding and cut up and shit. I'm not here to laugh. I'm here to free you, if you'll let me. I can cut you free, but you'll have to give me the blade. You're in a prison of your own making. I broke our cycle of violence. If you still want to wallow in it, be my guest. I guess I don't have anything left to say. Fine. If you're gonna be like that, I'm gonna leave. Nice life. I'm not here to laugh. I'm here to sit for you. If you'll let me.
I want to trust you.
Her grip tightens on the blade.
But you're hiding something, aren't you? Why would you help me if you weren't helping yourself?
You're not the only one trapped. You're not the only one who yearns for freedom, as I'm trapped. I'm as trapped as you, and we need to leave together. There's nothing. Is there nothing I can say to change your mind? Reach for the blade. You're in a prison of your own making. You're not the only one who yearns for freedom.
The princess clutches the blade closer to her chest.
That sounds nice. I'm so tired of the bad blood between us. But it's hard to let it go. You've hurt me.
Her eyes dart away.
I'm sorry, baby girl. I didn't mean to hurt you.
You.
I mean, I did the first time. Is there nothing I can say to change your mind?
I don't know. What can either of us really say at this point? How can we trust something as hollow as words?
She's right. There's nothing left to say. So let's get a move on and do something before she comes up with a scheme to get out of here on her own.
We don't need words to send a message. It is through actions we can show her our adoration, our devotion, our kindness.
Then maybe it's past time for either of us to say anything. All that counts now is action. Reach for the blade. Can I take the blade now? Reach for the blade.
You reach towards her bloodied hands, laying your palm on her trembling fingers. For a moment, she clutches it even tighter, her knuckles going white with the effort. But then the tension fades. Her grip finally loosens and she allows you to take the weapon. You carefully pull it free from the thorns, though they scrape at your skin, leaving red trickles of fresh blood all along your arms.
She trusts us. She trusts us.
Yes!
Doesn't that set your heart aflutter?
Yeah.
You're a little squeezy.
It could
You
just
get
be
squishy
nerves.
inside.
Being this close to her does bring back unpleasant memories, but I don't know, it doesn't feel bad. It feels good. Like we're special to her.
We are
Aww.
special to have gained an ounce of trust from a maiden so guarded. Now all that remains is to free her from her bindings.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's show her how much both of us have changed. Or, hear me out, we slay her right here, right now. She's never been so helpless, and if we don't take advantage of that, we may never get another chance. That sounds like a splendid idea. You should listen to him.
No. Fuck
I
you.
see that the lines have been drawn.
It's 2 against 1. It's 2 against 2. You don't count.
Damn.
And why shouldn't he count? Because he's clearly not one of us. That doesn't matter. He's been with us the whole time. He should get a say.
I don't think he should. He has no rights.
So, did you mean it? Or was I a fool to hand my life to you?
Cut her free. Slay the princess. I just wanted my blade back. You're on your own, bitch! Cut her free.
What a good idea. Let's cut her free.
Weren't you just saying you cut?
So
Oh
we'll
my god.
suddenly team free her. You can't just switch sides as soon as we make a decision. I can do whatever I want, and I believe with my whole heart that this is the right course of action. Let's free this princess.
Everyone deserves a chance at redemption. Let him join us and be merry. We are all united by our passion.
That's right. What he said. We've already given him a chance at redemption. And who says I don't deserve another? I really mean it this time. I'm big enough to admit when I'm wrong. So I want to help you all free her.
Do you though? Do you?
I have no problem with that. Welcome to the team. You're one of us now. One of the good guys.
You take the blade to the thorny vines imprisoning the princess, and she flinches, relaxing only slightly as the blade slices into the thick vegetation rather than her arm. And she flinches again as the last of the vines is cut away, as if, after all of that, she's still expecting you to turn on her and stab her in the heart. You're not going to do that, are you? Still, all it would take is a single slip of the blade.
Such a pathetic attempt at
I just
destruction
realized
and
her.
subterfuge.
The vines are
Our
bloody.
blade is a
Like
dashing
literally
sword,
bloody.
and every dashing sword is an extension of its hero. It won't slip.
You're right. He can't even make it slip, can he? He's a bit of a nobody. Good thing I've been on your side of all this since the beginning. The princess falls into your arms, tears streaking down her cheeks. I can't believe you're making me describe this. I hate you.
Come on.
You actually meant it. You rescued me.
Do you see the way she's looking at us? Kiss her. Kiss her now before the moment ends.
Do we have lips? No, actually, that's a kind of a point. Do we have lips? Every art I've seen of this of our character, I don't think they have lips. Like they just kind of have like a mouth face. Like they have like eyes and like nothing else. Like nothing else that. But I am going to kiss her.
Can we actually do that? No, you can't. Absolutely not.
You know as well as I do that we can.
And we wouldn't want to throw away a chance for a special moment, now would we? If I were only capable of throwing myself off a bridge.
Well, are you going to describe our steamy, romantic...
Steamy.
You lean in and you kiss her. And she reciprocates enthusiastically. You kiss. It's done. Are you happy now?
Come on now, this is the big moment. You can do better than that.
Yes, you can.
Fine.
You and the princess lock eyes and stare deep into each other's souls, feel the roaring emotion that comes from letting what once was hatred turn into pure, unbridled passion. Are you making fun of us? And then each of you close your eyes and kiss. Words can describe neither the nuclear fire nor the oceanic depth of your connection.
The sarcasm.
He actually likes romance. If history itself were not about to end, historians would document this moment. Instead of time, musicians would write era-defining ballads, and great artists would expend entire lifetimes trying to merely capture the spark you hold right now. He's making fun of us.
He is absolutely making fun of us. It's the best.
This is good stuff.
I know my skills.
The smitten is me. The smitten is me.
Open your eyes, the princess smiles gently up at you. Time for you to damn the whole world to
He's
a
not
pulp,
leaving
I suppose.
anyone with any dignity.
That was nice.
Her hand slips into yours, and the two of you rush to the basement stairs. Shameful, really, that the same thorns that so graciously allowed you downstairs are now blocking your only way out.
Please, after all the trials we've been through, do you really think a few measly thorns can stop us? Love is an even more powerful weapon than our blade.
We cut through those other vines just fine. They're only thorns. I'm not afraid of getting a few scrapes. I'm not even sure we need to do any cutting. We can just move them out of the way. What a pathetic showing, really.
A few pointy sticks can't keep us down here. We're both meant for so much more than this.
No. Cut the thorns, step into the thorns. I'm stepping in.
As you step into the thorns covering the basement stairs, they yield.
Ah!
Both you and the princess ascend the stairs without obstacle. This is unacceptable. The second you step out of this cabin with her, the world ends. Do you hear me? What did the world ever do to you to deserve this?
Your nightmare is our dream. Whatever world would condemn star-crossed lovers like us to a cycle of violence and despair isn't a world worth saving. We'll weave something new together. Something better.
You and the princess hesitate at the cabin door. This is your last chance. We've already made our decision.
We're finally leaving here together, aren't we? And all we had to do was trust each other. It wasn't easy, but I'm glad we finally could.
Step into freedom.
Hands clasped, the two of you open the door.
This is my favorite route. It's my favorite ending.
Irredeemable murderers.
You irredeemable murderers. Fuck you. This is amazing.
Where's everything going?
What the fuck?
Why is it so cold?
No. 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 What about the poppy fields? We're good. We were good. No. You don't have an opportunity to respond. Something has taken her away. And it's left something else in her place.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
I don't know where she went, and I don't know how we'd even go about looking
Does
for
this
her.
mean we won? Right. She's gone. It's just us and that awful thing.
I can't believe she was taken away from us.
The nerve.
The narrator's gone.
It is. Does that mean the world ended? We're top of the packing order now. Right, boys?
A villain vanquished.
I think I'm supposed to look at the mirror.
Something dreadful about it. I don't think you should. Yes, I fear that we won't like what we'll see. What if we just sit here and preen for a while? That can't hurt.
If they think it's bad, I'm with them.
Approach the mirror.
I'm begging you, don't do this.
The mirror never scared you before.
It's different now. It feels, I don't know, final.
You approach the mirror. Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone. but the mirror remains. It's time to see what's in it. It's you. You are alone in a place that is empty. It is quiet. Proceed to the cabin. You are at the cabin. Approach her.
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
What are you?
I am solitary lights in an empty city. What are you?
I know that the first time I heard this line, my immediate thought was fireflies. Do you have any new endings? Because if you haven't, I know a path to 2 of them. I have played this game a while. I almost had all of the achievements, and then the update happened, and now I'm only like maybe a third of the way there. I wanted to play this game so bad. All right. Solitary lights. What do you mean?
Thoughts without connections. A dim and nascent network. I wish to be more.
What do you think I am?
I think that you are like me. We are oceans, reduced to shallow creeks.
The gift of a fragile vessel?
Yes, nerves and fibers to feel the worlds beyond, perspectives to make my own. This one yearns for connection she feels she doesn't deserve. Even when shown compassion, she hid herself away. She will make for a cautious heart. Do not mourn her. She isn't alone anymore.
Let her out.
I'm sorry. There are some changes that can never be undone. There are some tears that can never be unshed. This is not a place that can hold a fragment of a concept. The moment she arrived here, she was going to return to me. I promise that it doesn't hurt.
Is this the end of the world?
How can the world have ended if we are talking?
Do you know the narrator?
You are the only thing I have ever known. The space we're in is vacant. Nothing comes here but us.
Are you what sent me to slay the princess? Are you what trapped me here?
I have only just now stirred to consciousness. I could not have trapped you here, and I too yearn to be free.
Do you know what the world's beyond this place?
I know only that they are.
Are you the princess?
She is part of me, and part of me is her.
But were you always the princess? Or are you making her a part of yourself?
You speak in circles. Does it matter where one thing begins and another ends?
I feel like it's very important. I mean, for the Pristine cut. This is literally my first playthrough of the Pristine cut. So I'm going in this semi-blind, I would say. I think semi-blind is a good way to put it. Do we know each other?
You are familiar, but you are not me. I feel sadness, longing, hope as I witness you.
What happens now?
Nothing, as we are, but I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them. There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to. Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole, and perhaps then we will know our freedom.
How much will I forget?
Everything, until we meet again.
But I don't want to forget her. Aren't you scared I'll find a way to kill you?
I have not lived. I am not afraid to die.
How many more pieces do I have to find?
More than you have found, but less than there are to find. I am infinite. The rest will find their own way home.
But what if I don't let you do this to me?
Then we will be here forever, as we are now. Unfinished, dry, hollow.
I was sent to slay the princess and to stop her from destroying the world. If I help you, is that what you're going to do?
You ask of things that cannot be done. To destroy is merely to reshape, to remold.
You're being semantic. What are you going to do if I help you?
How can I know? I am flickers in something sprawling and unilluminated.
Okay, make me forget.
She asks that I tell you to remember her. You won't.
Everything goes dark, and you die. The hero and the princess.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
And they're all about the same. Let's see her. Oh, okay, thanks for letting me know.
Part of the job.
Well, I guess we're just going forward. We're just doing the thing.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within.
We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about. The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
All right. Now, are we going to take the blade? Or are we going to go into the basement? All right. And yeah. All right. And going to go there. All right, time for everybody to pick. I'm also opening that up. Just go straight into the basement. We got one vote for just straight into the basement. All right, we got one vote for Blade. All right, come on, guys. You gotta hurry. I put the timer for 1 minute. All right, gonna wait just a little longer. One vote for basement, one vote for Blade. Come on, guys. Alright, Twitch says blade, but YouTube says basement. What shall we do? Well, I could do what I normally do when I come up with decisions like this. But first I need to find where my dice are. Oh, there's my dice. Alright. D20. Let's see here. Let's say that odds are blade. Basement is evens. And of course it landed on something awkward. Okay, hold on. There we go. And it looks like we're heading straight to the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. Her voice softly carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
It's hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. You're playing a dangerous game by coming here unarmed.
I'm just here to check in on you.
You are? It's been so long since anyone's come down here. I was starting to think they'd forgotten about me.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's beautiful.
Hmm.
How could someone like this be of threat to anyone?
I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Hi. Do you think you can get me out of these chains?
Hold it, let's talk.
Okay.
Yeah, she kind of has eyebrows. They're mostly not even like real eyebrows. They're more like shaded sockets. I don't know anything about you. For all I know, you're locked up down here for a reason.
Of course I'm locked up down here for a reason. I don't actually know what that reason is, but you don't just stuff a princess in a basement and throw away the key without there being some sort of an explanation, right?
You have all the explanation you need. You should know better than to trust whatever she comes up with.
What are you going to do if I let you out of here?
The princess hesitates before responding.
She doesn't know. She's been down here too long to have any idea of what she'd do in another life.
She knows what she'd do. She's just searching for whatever answer she thinks you want to hear.
Are you looking for the truth, or are you looking for the right answer? Because with the dynamic we have going on here, I don't think the specifics of what I do really matter. It's not like you'd believe me.
Oof. I can't believe that they'd keep you down here like this. I'm going to get you out of here, but don't make me regret it. Shoot. Okay, what would be a good response to this? Oh god. Oh, I don't know what to choose. Alright, just don't make me regret it. Don't make me regret it.
Only making this more difficult.
Thank you, and you won't. I promise. promise.
You're making a huge mistake.
Hmm.
No, you're doing the right thing. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
We do not.
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
You don't know that. If there isn't a key, do you have any other ideas?
Maybe there's some way to break the chains? Or if that doesn't work, I guess we can always cut me out of them.
She offers the suggestion with almost complete nonchalance. If we were stuck down here long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out if it meant we could finally be free. You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door... Is someone else here?
Alright. I'm just gonna return
You
back.
make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed to. Easier for whom? Easier for everyone.
Oh god.
Yes, you're in.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
Yeah? Yeah?
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
Okay.
She barely hesitates before raising her arm.
Yeah,
down
her
and
eyebrows
her
keep
teeth
disappearing.
tearing through her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf. As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you, the clang of bouncing metal. It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now. Or we could use it to free her. You won't like what happens if you do that.
Save the princess. Slay the princess. Now I know that part of this game, you don't actually like get to choose some of the very same options as the first route. It kind of forces you to pick a different route at the end of the day, just so that it's never the same thing that you're getting. Like, you're not getting the same route. So I'm leaving it up to you guys. Do we slay her? Or do we free her? Alright, and again, I'm only going to leave it open for a minute. Will we save the princess or slay her? Okay, one person says let two people say save. Two people say save. One on Twitch and one on YouTube. Where are we gonna go? Anybody want to compete? One minute. All right, and it looks like we're saving the princess.
against your better judgment, you place the blade against the ragged, self-inflicted wound on the princess's arm, just above the unyielding chain binding her to this place. You cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and it takes little effort to crack through the bone of her arm. Her limb falls to the ground, and the heavy chains follow suit. She didn't so much as utter a sound through the whole ordeal.
Oh, what was that?
She didn't.
Oh, I have to get num-nums, but I have no food. I have literally no food.
Blood from her wound dripping rhythmically to the ground.
You know what?
How is she still smiling after everything? It's like she isn't even bothered by what just happened.
Really quick, I'll order myself some food. Because unfortunately, I still need to get groceries, and I haven't quite gotten there yet. So just give me 1 second. Food. Nom noms. Oh my god. All right. Let's see here. Let's see here. I think. Like, I don't actually want to get, like, Starbucks in the morning. I feel like that's not very filling. Oh yeah, they do have a Wicked promotion at Starbucks. Even though I don't want to get Starbucks, to be honest. They have, like, this whole, like, Elphaba cold brew thing. And actually, that does look really good. You know what? I might try it. But maybe not when I'm on this stream. I don't know. I want something a little more filling. Because it's morning. I can make coffee. I know this is a very weird tangent to what we were just doing. But I'm hungry, and I would like very much to have some num-nums. Alright. I'll just get the fatty thing I normally get. Let's see. And then there we go. Maybe I'll go on a walk today, and I'll go to Starbucks, or I'll just make my own coffee. Honestly, making my own coffee sounds so good. Let's see. Alright. Now,
Thank you.
I will have num-nums soon.
Get out of here.
Little slight postponement of num-nums. Because I have no food. I need to get groceries. Alright. Approach the locked door.
We won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No. I can't just let her escape into the world. As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade. Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
What are you doing?
Warn her.
Stop that.
Something's come over you, hasn't it? You know you don't have to do this, right?
Your body lunges forward, the blade held low, ready to sink into her heart. But the princess dodges, stumbling back against the wall before the blade has a chance to connect. Stop it. Stop trying to resist me. I'm trying to get you out of here alive.
We can't slay the princess, but we can resist.
The blade. Move the blade. As your body remains frozen in stubborn resistance, the princess takes a cautious step forward.
We both know this isn't you.
She nervously reaches towards you and takes the blade from your infuriatingly rigid hands. What are you doing?
I'm sorry. I'll try to be quick.
She plunges
Ah.
into your chest, tearing through flesh and sinew. It is agony.
I still don't know what sinew is. I assume it's guts.
Oh no, I'm so sorry.
Stay strong. We can tough it out until it's done. For her sake. For her sake? Don't you start pretending that dying a painful death is some sort of heroic gesture. The two of you have literally doomed everyone. Whatever. She sinks the blade into your chest again and again and again, and you feel every inch of burning pain that slices its way into your body.
I'm sorry.
She really doesn't know how to use that.
Use a knife, does she?
Ah, shit.
Apparently not. Though it doesn't matter how sloppy her blade work is, does it? A stab wound is still a stab wound, and it won't be long before you bleed out.
Sinew is a piece of fibrous tissue united by muscle to bone or bone to bone, tendon or
One
ligament.
last thrust of
Oh,
the knife.
okay.
Your legs give out beneath you. You collapse to the floor, your blood pooling around you, your limbs unresponsive. The princess stares down at your ruined chest as tears carve rivulets of pink down her blood-spattered cheeks. It can't just end like this, right? Oh, that's rich coming from you. As much as I prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. The two of you made your choice. It's over. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Sure. Does anybody else notice how her art style changed as soon as our decision was made? Like, I always think that's really
You're
cool.
on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her.
We've been through this before. Let's just proceed to the cabin.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
All right.
If only you knew what you did to us, you villain.
I love the smitten.
He said anything. But he is a villain. He made our beloved brutally take our life last time. He is trying to keep us apart, but he won't be able to withstand the power of our love.
The power of love.
What are you talking about?
I think he just likes to hear the sound of his own voice.
Honestly,
Let's
same.
try to ignore.
I do, but I also speak from the heart. My passions are too great to be stifled. They must
Or
be
you're
expressed.
too late.
Sure, yeah, your passions are strong and all, but not everyone needs to hear them. Some things are better kept quiet.
All right. I did
Don't be
hear
bickering any mind.
that this one had a
Focus on the
new
task.
added thing to it. I'm kind of excited for it. Okay.
The interior of the cabin is clean and elegant, its stone walls draped in fine-threaded tapestries, a prison befitting a royal prisoner. The only furniture of note is an ornate wooden table with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
All right. Blade or basement? Blade or basement? Go forth with the blade or the basement. Alright, I'm gonna put you on for 2 minutes this time. Alright, come on guys, you gotta vote. Okay, one person says basement in YouTube. What does Twitch say? We got another person for basement. Alright, blade or basement. In the meantime, let's look at that mirror.
That's because there isn't a mirror. There's a table, the blade sitting on the table, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here. There's definitely a mirror. There isn't. I'm sure the princess would tell us there was a mirror if she were up here.
Just to be as delusional as we are.
In which case she'd be lying to you because, again, there isn't a mirror.
Alright. Why would you lie about that? What's the point? I want to look at myself. I want to see how handsome I am.
Great idea.
I want to see how
We're
handsome I
doing our
am.
best before we save her.
Alright.
We shouldn't waste time preening. If he is lying about the mirror, it might be important. I'm not lying to you. Use your eyes. There is no mirror. Why would I lie about something so meaningless? What good would it even do?
Alright, I'm going to look towards the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next
We're
to the
running out of
basement.
time.
That's
3,
all.
2,
There's nothing much to see here.
1. And it's the basement. We're going straight into the basement.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now. But it was there a second ago.
And now it's gone. Pity. We could have a feather out of place, and now we'll never know. We can't gallantly sweep her off her feet if we have a feather out of place.
Caw. Caw. Straight into the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an intricate stairwell. Gold-trimmed carpet glimmers in the light of the torches positioned along the walls. The basement almost seems welcoming in the dim firelight. But it's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. A soft voice carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
Oh.
Her voice. It's somehow even more beautiful than last time. I think we're in love.
Okay, I'm with you that we should be doing whatever we can to save her, but saying we're in love is a bit much, don't you think? We don't even know the princess. We can still do right by her without all this fawning. Yes, for everyone's sake, you're not in love. Just remember that her charms are all part of the manipulation. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall.
My love, we're here to rescue you from your unjust and foul imprisonment.
You know she can't hear you, right?
She hears me.
She may not be able to hear my words, but surely she can hear my spirit.
She can hear my dusty heart.
Loud, all right.
Heh.
It's you, my dashing hero. I was so worried you wouldn't come back.
Do you hear that? She said we're dashing.
And she called us a hero. Flattery really goes a long way with the two of you, doesn't it? Waiting for you to come back. You've been here before, haven't you?
Yes, we keep on talking to you about it.
You killed us. Well, she killed us. Only because he made us try and kill her. It was self-defense. Our beloved's hands remain unstained by cruelty.
And you've died before. So an entire world has been damned to oblivion. I'd really hoped I'd be the first, but what's done is done. What matters is you have a chance to do it right this time. We damned a whole world, but everything reset. Nothing resets, you're just somewhere else. You can't keep hopping between worlds forever, especially not without leaving a trail of incomprehensible devastation behind you. This is horrible.
Alright. You killed me last time! It hurt! Why'd you do that? I didn't bring the knife. Do I have to cut you again? Despite the narrator's constant saying she'll lie, he believed her about us being here before. Yeah, that's actually a good thing. Well, to be fair, we just corroborated that. Like we were just saying, even though we skipped it before, it would have had this whole interaction where we're like, oh, you know, we've been here before. We've been doing this forever. This is what's happening. Da 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 da. Let's see. What happened after I died?
You died, and now we're talking.
Gee, thank you for being so specific. But before we start talking, did the world end? Did you end the world?
I don't know. Was I supposed to have ended the world? Would that have made you happy?
Isn't that just like our darling princess? She wants to make us happy. My heart melts further with every word that passes through her beautiful lips.
Are you listening to her? That's a confession.
Yeah, it's a little weird. Honestly, the world sucks. People are a plague. I hope that you brought a slow and painful ruin. I have no feelings one way or the other about the world ending. No, I don't want the world to end. Alright, no, I don't want the world to end.
Then I didn't end the world.
Gee, thank you for lying to me.
She didn't confess anything. She is innocence itself.
Not so sure.
Okay. I'm sorry what happened last time. The narrator sent me here to kill you, took over my body. It was extremely unfair.
The version of me was pushed to such drastic action. It was for good reason.
Okay.
It's okay. You were just doing your best, and that's all that matters.
You're very chill about the idea that I killed you, or that you killed me.
An almost unsettling extent, actually. That's because she's perfect.
That's because she's perfect.
Someone like him telling her
Oh no, my bloody balance.
she doesn't. There's no one else like me.
I think he's right, because I like it better if she doesn't have some horrid little voice like him, always trying to drive her to violence.
Oh my god. Sorry, this is just really funny to me. I don't know why. Let's see here. Oh, who has come forth in the spoopy place? It's a Bork! A Bork who is very, very staticky. Oh, you're at work. Okay. So I will not ask you to voice anything.
Yeah. Okay, so I just gotta get.
I did the boops. A boop. Boop. Boop, boop,
Oh,
boop.
good.
Boop.
Good.
Boop.
Oh, that sounds like
I literally can't understand a damn thing. Could you mute? Thank you. Alright, I will try to look at... Alright, thank you. I just wanted to pop in and say hi. Yay! Hi! Hi there! We're playing the Pristine card for Slay the Princess! Yay! Let's see here. Alright, I didn't bring the knife. Do I have to cut you out again?
I'm okay with whatever you come up with. You can cut my arm off again.
Thank you so much for casually saying that.
Laying a finger on her perfect wrists, and indeed, we won't even have to. Do you dainty her hands are, we'll be able to slip her right out with no harm done.
What? No, she's a prisoner here. You can't just slip her hand through the chains. Why are you two arguing over the logistics of slipping her hand out of her shackles? She just said she'd be okay with any idea we came up with. Am I the only one here who thinks that's weird?
Very.
She didn't care last time. Why should she care this time? That's our stoic, smiling angel.
No, you're right. It's extremely bizarre behavior and further evidence that she's a monster who's not to be trusted.
I hate both of you right now.
Slay her.
Alright. You killed me last time. It hurt a lot. Why did you do that?
I'm sorry. Didn't you want me to?
Did we?
We warned her of the cruel forces seizing our body. That's practically telling her to kill us.
Not really.
Beloved, and she made the choice to free us of our misery, to show us mercy and make the best decision for everyone.
She made the best decision for her. Don't be so quick to assign kindness. You're just opening yourself up to manipulation.
Right, so I'm rescuing the princess.
I can't let you do that. If you take another step towards the princess, I'll...
You'll what? Take over our body and force us to try and kill her?
I would if you had a weapon.
Weapon!
Not on my watch, villain. My passions contain titanic depths, and if you try anything that might harm our dearest, I will end our life without a second thought.
I believe you, but also, please don't.
I'd listen to him if I were you.
He has a lot of strong feelings. And doesn't the world end if we don't stop her? You approach the princess and gingerly slide her hand from her bindings. That shouldn't have worked.
It shouldn't have worked.
We're doomed. I can't believe it. I guess I have to.
I told you, there's no life more worth living than that of a true believer.
I'm free, and you're not trying to kill me this time. Thank you. Thank you so much.
You continue to concern me, Booba. I'm no longer distracted by Booba. I am Booba. Booba.
Pristine blade would
Boobs.
be buried in her
Boobies.
back, and everyone out there would be saved.
Boobie. Big titty.
Luckily for Mr.
Tiggle
Romance,
bitties.
we don't have a weapon. Who needs a weapon when we have the power of love on our side?
'Cause we got the power of
What do
love.
we do now?
It's a good question. It's a very good question. Fuck. Alright, what do you want to do?
Let me guess. End the world? Spoken with the rank cynicism of someone who has never felt love in his heart.
Booba.
I don't actually know. Nobody's ever asked me what I wanted before.
That's weird.
I mean, you sort of did last time, but this is different.
Yes, I'm actually directly saying.
You may have had it all wrong. What if this whole thing is just a misunderstanding? What if she doesn't want to end the world?
Yay.
You're so gullible.
Is the only thing you've ever doubted the actual truth?
Bitch!
I think I want to leave, and I think...
The princess closes her eyes in deep reflection. And then she shrugs.
I don't know. What do you want to do?
I don't know. What do you want to do? Sir, there must be something you want. I just want to leave and figure out what we can do later. Alright.
I just want to make you happy.
Oh, God.
She can't just want to make us happy. It makes sense to me. That's all I want for her, so of course she'd want the same for us.
There must be something you
I
want.
just want to make you happy.
Ah! Oh, no. The early 2000s.
What's going on?
The anime.
What's going on is she's lying to you, only she isn't a good liar. Are you starting to trust me now?
The eyes. They'd stare into your soul. Let's hear. Is there any more options? Because I've done this one before. I was told that there were other things that they did with the damsel route. I'm not really sure what. But what would make you happy? Is there something you want more than just making me happy? But you need your own thing. We just met. I want you to make me unhappy. You know what? Why not?
Okay, if that's what makes you happy, I can make you unhappy.
What the fuck?
This isn't right. I don't know what's going on, but this isn't right.
Okay.
See the problem here? She's just sweet on us. You don't have to act like it's
May Valentine giving puppy eyes. Right. Okay, clearly something's happening. I'm scared. What if we don't do anything? What if we just stay here and nobody gets hurt? We can figure our way out. Do you want to end the world? But you have to have your own thing. Okay. Nobody gets hurt and we just figure out a way to be happy together.
Is that really what you want? If you think that would make you happy, then...
Her eyes.
Oh, this is different. This is new.
Of the room.
I guess we could do that.
Well, at least she's normal again. Normal again? Can't you tell she's sad? She's distraught. This is unacceptable.
We're having a real conversation.
Can't be unhappy about staying with us. Can she? I don't know. She has a point. She doesn't know us. No. It has to be him. It has to be this place. If we just made these walls more fitting for a princess. If we just say the right things. If we just showed her the contents of our heart.
What?
She'd be happy here.
Smitten, what are you doing?
As the voice thinks it's
Smitten?
your hands raised.
Smitten, what are you doing?
Pointing towards your chest. And then
Smitten? Smitten? What the fuck are you doing? No, no, no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No.
But I do.
No, no. You stop that. You stop that right now.
What is he doing?
You stop that.
We can't see unless you tell us.
No, 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 no.
Are you sure you want to know? I suppose I can't stall forever.
Please, you should stop him. Oh, dear Lord.
Into your chest, digging deep, grasping for a handhold. And you find it.
Oh, shit.
Fingers curling around.
Oh shit. Oh, shit. Oh, no.
What are you doing? Are you okay? You can't do that and be okay.
Time out. He should not be allowed to do that. He's not the decider. And yet, it's done.
What the fuck are you doing? Oh, oh.
You yank violently, your bones cracking with wet pops as you
Oh.
pull yourself apart, inch by painful inch.
Oh, God.
Your
Oh.
framed by jagged ribs, thumps rhythmically in your raw, bloodied chest. The loosened threads?
Threads?
Of your body unfurling to cover the surface of the room.
What
Don't
the
mind
fuck?
the sacrifice. It's a fair price to pay to give her everything she doesn't know she wants.
What the fuck, Smitten?
Oh. I see. You're trying to tell me something.
No!
Princess, mesmerized, reaches towards your beating heart, and then everything goes dark and we die? Yes.
Epilogue. Happily ever after. What the fuck was that?
You're on a path in the woods. Mate, we're clearly already in the cabin.
Excuse me? You're clearly... Oh. Huh. So you are. How do you know about the cabin? I didn't get to the cabin.
What the fuck is happening? What is this? How did we get here?
Not here, but...
I turned into Michael Jackson.
About the loop in last time. Not that he was eager to divulge that.
Okay, the paranoid is here. Cool.
Welcome.
I love how the hero is
So
just
I'm happy
done.
to be here. This is a bad place. All stale and wrong. Can't you feel it? Okay, yes, I get it. You've been here before. That's terrible. You know that, right? Because the only reason you would have been here before is if you failed in whatever world you'd come from. Meaning you doomed an entire other reality. But I'm sure since you're so well-travelled, you know that, yes? We know that you keep telling us that, but we've never seen a world end. As far as I'm concerned, that whole conversation is just noise. And I'm stuck on a better question. Where's the other one? The other one?
Actually, that's a good point.
A certain lovesick fool has been suspiciously quiet. One might even say, absent.
That's actually a good point.
You're right.
Where'd he go?
It's quiet here, isn't it?
Where'd he go?
That's one of the rules. Maybe only one bonus voice is allowed to be here at a time.
No, we know that's not true.
Voice? I'm just as important as you are.
Boy,
I'm not saying it's a bad thing. All I'm saying is that it's my third time here and it's your first. You're not unwelcome, but from my perspective, you're definitely bonus.
Damn.
I'm going to describe the room now. The interior of the cabin is vast and regal. High arched windows line the walls, their multicolored glass casting kaleidoscopic patterns across the stone floor. An iron chandelier hangs from the vaulted ceiling, its many candles lit with flickering light, vaguely illuminating the massive room. This is a house fit for royalty. Before you, there's...
Huh? What was that?
There isn't a blade, is there? That's not good.
I'm a little scared as to what's happening. This is new. This is new to me. Question is, how did he go? Where did he go? How did he go? Why is he not here? What the fuck is happening? What is this? Also, I've always loved this. The perspective and the little stain, the perspective, and I am horrible at drawing backgrounds. I want to point this out. I am horrid at drawing backgrounds. I know that I myself need to do backgrounds, but like this is so good. I think the only thing that throws me off, and this is probably on purpose to make it as unsettling as possible, is that the mirror is still technically very off sync to what the perspective is. But I assume that that's normal. That's what it's supposed to be. That's just kind of how it's supposed to go. So on one hand, I'm surprised, but on the other hand, this is to be expected. God, that threw me off so hard. It's always nice to see people playing this game, including the original, not knowing what to do. I agree. I think games like Slay the Princess, Undertale, Deltarune, even like Five Nights at Freddy's games, like most horror games are great on the first playthrough because they don't know what to expect. Like, hell, I just did Hades like on Wednesday, and when I did that, I had to sit there and go like, okay, Hades, I didn't understand it. I was in the zone after a while, and I was so hyped about it. But yeah, like I was really thrown off, and it's really cool to see that. Okay. All right, so no, does it matter if the blade's here? We didn't use it last time. And the time before, she used it to kill us.
I see your point, but it's still an option that's been taken away from us. I don't like losing options. Yes, and it's an important one. It's your implement. You're going to need it if you want to do this right. And the fact that you're here, right now, again, means that you have not yet done this right. But it's not there, is it? We don't even get the choice. So, what are we supposed to do?
Okay.
I don't actually know. I'm sure it'll turn up somewhere. It has to. It's part of the whole structure of this place, I think. At the very least, it's important.
Okay. So is nobody going to talk about the mirror?
Oh, I see it. I've just been preoccupied with everything else going on.
Valid.
Like the fact that we can rip our own heart out without deciding that's what we're going to do.
Yeah, that's also valid.
Is that what happened to you last time? How did that even work? Better not do it again.
I don't plan on it!
You, the one who did it, is the one who's gone. Wonderful. Moving on, I have
Where the
no
fuck
idea
did he
where-
go?
There is no mirror. There's only the stained glass windows, the empty table where your blade should be, and the door to the basement.
I hate
You
this.
said that last
I
time,
dislike
but
I
that
dislike
stopped it
this.
from showing up again.
I dislike this. I don't like it. I don't like this.
Mirror or no mirror, the door to the basement, your only way forward, is just on the other side of the room. How about you walk over there?
Alright, I do have to warn everybody. I'm gonna grab my food soon. It should be here in about 2 minutes, give or take.
You cross the room, stopping just in front of the door to the basement. Is this about that supposed mirror? Just reach forward and fumble around a bit. I'm sure you'll find the handle.
Okay.
Well, shall we have a look at ourselves? Maybe it won't go away this time.
Reach forward.
You reach forward, your hand instinctively wrapping around the handle.
Figures.
And then you push the door open. Marvellous. We can proceed.
Okay.
It would seem that the stairs to the basement don't lead to a basement at all. Rather, they go up. They're draped in fine carpet too, one that feels pleasantly soft against your feet.
What
If
the
princess lives
fuck?
here, slaying her would probably...
No, it doesn't work here at all. This place is nice. It's fancy, even. I have to say, whatever you did in your previous lives, I deeply dislike how much it's thrown me off my rhythm.
Oh god.
Well, if all of this has thrown you off your rhythm so much, then maybe we don't have to slay the princess.
I'm just saying.
You absolutely do.
Damn it.
Just because she lives in a nice house doesn't mean she doesn't pose a direct threat to all of reality. It's in her very nature.
But I don't wanna.
Am I the only one who remembers how much she changed last time? Does she even have a nature? That is
I like the
precisely why
paranoid.
she
He's
poses a threat.
saying, he's spitting facts.
I don't know, she got weird for a second, yeah, but she didn't change that.
We have to move on. This is a wildly dangerous line of reasoning.
No, you can't just say that and not...
Her voice, gentle and warm, with an undercurrent of fatigue, rolls down the stairs.
Alright.
You're home. Dinner's ready.
Home, dinner's
Much
ready?
as
What?
Desperately want to know what
What?
happened last time. We are not going to
What?
examine it.
What?
The more we think, the worse this gets.
What do you mean home? I live here?
Why are you so on edge? This is much nicer than what we're used to. I'd like to have dinner.
We live here?
That sounds nice.
That is the problem. This isn't supposed to be nice, and she's supposed to be a prisoner. I need to stop talking. I need to stop talking. Just go upstairs, okay?
Okay.
And don't eat the food.
Okay.
This hall.
Oh no.
Torches bathe the room in warm, comforting light, just enough to illuminate the
Okay.
tapestries along every wall, woven with scenes of chivalry and courtship and romance.
I don't like this.
The many cloth eyes are fixed on each other.
There's a way for her to cook. Yeah, actually, that's a good point. Where is also the food, supposedly?
Seated at its far end. Your pristine blade glints in the weak torchlight, hanging from a golden chain around the princess's neck. So that's where it is. And the tip is already pointed right at her heart. Okay, everything is falling back into place. All you have to do is cross the room, push down a little, and the entire world is saved.
What the fuck, dude?
Isn't that suspiciously easy? There has to be a twist. There has to be something waiting for us. You saw what happened to her last time. She's not what she seems.
You're here. Now we can start being happy together. Why don't you sit down? Wouldn't that be nice?
As the words
What
leave
the
her
fuck?
mouth, The torches flare and a chair swings in from behind, knocking your legs out from under you.
I don't like
You're
this.
forcibly seated at the head of the table.
I don't like this.
Isn't that better? It is better, right?
I don't like this. I don't like this. I don't like this. What the fuck? What is this place? What the fuck?
It's our happy ending, just like you asked for.
I didn't ask for this.
Everything we're supposed to have ever wanted.
Well, you can stop that. I don't like that. I'm not gonna ask for dinner.
Oh, right, dinner. I totally forgotten about it.
The flames burn bright and a shadow dives across the table. In its wake, it leaves a feast.
Okay.
Go ahead and dig in. I'm sure you're hungry.
Uh-huh.
Remember what I said. Oh, but it looks so amazing, and after everything we've been
Hero, you shut the fuck up.
Are you sure we need to be so concerned?
Yes. Very. There is a giant... See, paranoid. I'm with paranoid.
For what it's worth, I generally don't think one should trust strange food that magically appears on a table. Nothing here is exactly what I expected it to be, so make of that what you will.
Uh-huh. Refuse her hospitality. Eat. Okay. You know what? I don't normally do this. Well, obviously I do. It's just been a minute. So I'm just gonna do that. Yeah, there we go. See, I haven't done this in a good while. So do we eat? Are we eating? You know what? Oh God. I guess I'll eat.
You begin to feast, and the princess follows suit, her soft smile never fading. The food is more exquisite than you ever could have imagined.
Cool.
You sample countless otherworldly dishes, sauces and bread and hearty stews whose tastes dance across your tongue. You tear at hunks of meat practically melting from the bone, juicy and tender and bursting with flavors you could scarcely begin to describe. Your cup fills itself again and again with a flowery nectar so sweet it tastes like glimmering jewels. This really is perfect, isn't it?
Hero, you shut the fuck up.
It is the best meal you've ever had.
And it'll be the last meal you ever have.
And you're just as hungry as when you began.
Wasn't that perfect? We should do it again.
The shadow washes across the
Oh,
table,
great.
clearing
All right, I'm just going to be right back. I need to grab my food.
once again laid before you.
And also, weird, suspicious, weird.
You tear into golden crispy flesh, dab at the slurry of aromatic
This is
sauces
very...
on your
No,
plate,
stop that.
taste the bread, sip your goblet of sparkling gems. But you've done this already.
Okay, I'm going to grab my food. I need my food. Alright, I have my own food. It is not quite a delicious feast, but I can finally reimburse D Birch for the food for the num nums, because I'm gonna have some num nums. Okay. Okay. So we're just gonna eat to
And then
death.
it's over. And you're just as hungry as when you began.
So this is our eternity.
You're still hungry too, right? I know this wasn't as good as it was last time, but we just have to do it again. That's all. It'll be perfect if we just do it again.
So the shadow sweeps over the table, clearing the old and laying out the new. And so you do it again. The meat is fine, the bread is fine. You sample the side dishes and they're fine too. You finish your goblet, the liquid within no longer glimmering on your palate, instead leaving your mouth coated in a tacky film. You put it down and it fills again. You do not drink more. So we had a mediocre meal. It's not a big deal. That's the trap. It wasn't mediocre at first. It's trending down.
We're just getting a little sick of it. So what? We just have to try something new. I'm sure we won't be stuck eating the same meal forever.
Regardless of quality, it's over again, and you're just as hungry as when you began. Again.
No, something was wrong that time. But maybe I was just tasting it wrong. It looks just as good as it did the first time. It shouldn't taste like this.
Again, the shadow replaces your feast. And again you eat. The meat is greasy. The bread is tough, its crust hurting your jaw as you chew. The grey vegetables are barely worth the effort of picking through. You don't even touch the goblet. Its sickly sweet aroma utterly unappealing. I'm so tired of eating. At least you still have the memory of how good it was the first time, right?
I'm so tired of this.
As the words leave her mouth, one of the torches on the wall sputters and then goes out entirely.
What just happened? Did I do something wrong?
No, sweetie, you didn't do anything wrong.
Doubt. Maybe a coincidence, but maybe not. As if in response to the dousing of their brother, the other three torches blaze brighter, their flames licking at the walls. Their shadows deepen, dancing angrily across the stone.
Okay. Alright. Okay. What just happened?
I didn't mean to. I promise. Everything is fine. Everything is fine.
Well, we ate. What are we supposed to do now?
I don't know. Maybe we could play a game. Yeah, that's exactly what we should do.
The flames roar and the shadow comes dancing across the table. It leaves behind an intricate game. Its pieces elegant and beautiful and enticing, with simple rules already apparent, even with little explanation.
We can probably work together to figure this out as we go. That sounds like a lot of fun, right?
Yet another waste of time. Why all the distractions? What are we being distracted from? That's the real game. I feel like I'm 2 steps behind.
You're overthinking it, mate. I feel like this is just something to do. We might as well try to have some fun.
Greetings.
Hello. You are just in the midst of one of the new
You and the
endings.
princess do indeed figure it out as you go. And what a game it is. The tension between turns, the triumphant highs of moves well
Oh my
placed,
god.
and the tragic
Are you playing
lows of
Spaghetto with
miscalculations
the
and careless players.
Dust?
I don't
The
know.
warmth of trust and the cool texture of deception. And then the climax, as she places her final piece.
Oh, I think we got the rules wrong.
Oh
And
my
so
god.
you
Is it
start
actually Guns of Dunshire?
Time passes. You play the game. You win.
Hey! Oh yeah, look at that.
Oh, you won. I guess we can play again.
Time passes. You play the game. She wins.
Oh, I won. I guess we can play again.
There is a long pause. the board does not reset.
This isn't fun anymore, is it?
It's never going to stay fun. You don't need me to tell you that it isn't. Oh. The princess visibly panics as another torch sputters.
Wait. Maybe this is just too easy. Maybe if we added more rules and pieces, it would be fun again.
Yeah. The game's just a little simple. We can make it fun again.
Oh god.
The shadow descends.
It's getting meta.
Once again, more pieces are added, their shapes more intricate, their purposes less immediately clear, and the two of you set about discovering the complexities of the game anew. And so you do. It is fun again. In fact, it's almost as fun as the first time you played, and the sputtering torch roars back to life. But then you get used to the additions, and the feeling starts to fade. A creeping numbness settling in over the board. More pieces are added. The feelings flare. The feelings fade. The princess suggests new rules. A glimmer of what could have been excitement flits through your mind, quickly vanishing as the game progresses. Your pieces advance in an ever-increasing slog to their destination.
Really quick, before you move on, what has happened?
Okay,
As you roll over into a new game, the board resetting as many times
hold
as you
on.
can
Let
finish,
it just finish real quick.
till finally
So, we went through the damsel route,
Mm-hmm.
and they added a new thing into the damsel route,
Oh.
which is that you, the smitten goes a little crazy, little yandere-y.
Oh.
Excuse me. Little bit of a yandere thing where he opened our chest open.
Yeah. Doesn't he do that in like the first version of the game? Or...
No.
No, I guess not. Well, I guess.
He stabs we stab ourselves when we kill her. But like he like legit like ripped our rib cage open.
Ew.
And then the smitten was gone, and now the house is like a whole ass castle, and we're going through the motions right now.
I'm out of ideas. I'm actually out of ideas this time. I don't think I can play anymore.
As the words leave the princess's mouth, another torch goes out. Again, the remaining flames burn brighter, and the shadow dances faster.
I'm happy. I promise. We're both so happy here. You don't have to be upset.
This is awful. It's him, isn't it? He's making all of this happen. He's the one who trapped us here. Who? The lovesick one, the one from last time. He's not gone. He's just with her now. He is the shadow.
Oh.
Okay.
Smitten.
The torches flare and the shadow grows for a moment, but you don't receive a response. No, I saw him smile. That's him. Regardless, it would seem that he, if there is a he, isn't something you can talk to.
Oh, you're talking to the shadow, aren't you?
She guessed that right away. She knows what's going on here. I knew it.
He's the voice that whispers sweet nothings in my ear. I think he made this place for us.
I was right, wasn't I? I can't believe I was actually right. It is him. This is what he became after.
Basically, when the princess touched our hearts, the smitten jumped ship, as it were.
Oh. Man, I did not expect Smitten to be to have such a
The
arc.
princess starts to hyperventilate, her quick breaths punctuating the uncomfortable silence between them.
Yes! Why wouldn't they be? Let's not talk about it.
We need the truth. You need to tell me how you really feel. Okay, so we've eaten. We played games. What now? Excuse me. Silently push yourself from the seat. Slay the princess.
I don't feel anything.
The third torch sputters out. The princess's shadow dances furiously against the far wall.
There's just one knock. What's going to happen when it goes out?
What do you think will happen? Don't worry about what's going to happen. If you could do anything in the world, what would it be? What would you choose? Whatever the shadow has been showing us isn't real. We need to see what happens when the lights go out. We don't have to let it go out. Say nothing. Oof, the tension in this one is intense. Alright.
That could be something, yeah.
I think I'd like to dance under the stars.
That sounds lovely.
But there aren't any stars here. I'd have to leave.
As she says that, the shadow rushes forward and tightens its grip on her wrists.
You let her go!
I'm not happy here. I don't think I ever was.
Oh shit.
The princess sobs, burying her face in her hands as the final torch blows out.
I feel empty. So that's it? Why are you crying? Are you okay? Well, this... oh god. Sorry. Nothing's changed. We're just sitting in the dark. Slay the princess, say nothing.
Yeah, it's...
Are you okay?
I think they've all came to the conclusion.
Trailing down her cheeks.
No, it feels like an important part of me is gone. But I'm still here. I don't know what to do with that. I don't know how I'm supposed to pick up the pieces.
I feel that.
The princess's eyes dart to the floor.
Well, we can't sit here forever. That part of us is over.
The princess pushes herself from her chair, and you instinctively do the same, waiting by the top of the stairs as she quietly crosses the room.
Do you still care about me?
Of course I do. Don't think I'll ever stop. Whatever we had between us, it wasn't real. This is real. I don't know if I ever have, but maybe I can now. I'm not sure I've ever had the chance to figure out how I feel about you. I just wanted to leave since the moment I found myself in the woods. No. Slay the princess.
Jeez.
Say nothing.
The Robert Baratheon answer.
Oh, God.
Just no.
That's a Han Solo answer. I love you. No, I know.
No, he said I know. He said I know.
Whatever we had between us wasn't real. This is real. I don't know if I ever. Oh God, this is hard. Oh.
What do you feel about the princess?
I feel like them titties though.
A very base.
But realistically, whatever we had between us wasn't real. This is real.
I don't know what this is.
I'd like to find out. It's us. Neither do I. Say nothing.
We can
It's
be
us.
us anywhere. And I think we're both done with being who this place makes us. So I guess it's time for us to leave.
offer your hand.
As the princess steps towards the stairs, you offer her your hand. The corners of her mouth curl into a demure smile. She takes your hand in hers. She's cold, a little clammy, but her skin against yours is the most real thing you have ever felt. You're offering surprisingly little resistance. If we leave the cabin, doesn't that end the world?
It does. If he's telling the truth.
Yes, well, I've seen my fairy tale ending, and I think there might be worse things than the end of the world.
Oh.
Meaningless blather then, wasn't it?
The narrator gets it. After a while, I guess he gets it.
I'm done fighting. You and the princess don't exchange words as you descend the stairs to the cabin's entrance. And then the two of you step out into the world. I think this is the end of me, even if it's not the end of you. I hope this was worth it. Genuinely, I do.
Aw.
He's really gone, isn't he?
Yeah. There's an itching in the back of my head that feels like it's finally been scratched. No more shadowy figures yanking at our strings. No more strings. I guess we're free.
The stars are so beautiful.
A quiet moment passes over you. A comfortable quiet.
I meant it when I said I wanted to dance.
Yeah, it was so worth
She
it to join right at this moment.
Gently pulls you forward, and the two of you fall into a graceful step. The only rhythm that guides you is the shared throbbing of your hearts beating in perfect sync. Her face, worn and tired, brightened the faster that you move. The soft, sad smile widens and widens until it reflects only genuine affection. You send her out of the wide spin, and her arms stretch to their limits, only for the tenuous grasp of your hands in hers holding each other. You share a gaze, and it feels like it lasts forever.
Thank you for taking me here. This is nice, even if it's a little cold out.
No! Stop that! Let her go! No!
You did let her go.
You shut the fuck up.
Is it? Yeah, she's with the thing now.
She's with the thing now. Ah!
Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And is that a mirror? Why is it here? Why now? What is that supposed to mean? Whatever awful thing I felt before, it feels so much worse now. Just ourselves.
This is as
That was
good
a
as
nice little thing.
I like this. This is this and the Thorn ending for me. I give you sad num num. Sad num num. The fuck was all that?
That was like it was something. It was a lot better than I think even like the damsel.
Yeah, that it was the damsel though. That was the happily ever
Well,
after.
it is a damsel, yeah.
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 You've grown. You hide yourself in the long quiet once again. You're in the cabin.
Flickering lights and empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before. Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again.
This is some fuck shit. This is some fuck shit.
Ask her who she is.
Like the vessel. What does she think of the
Yeah,
vessel?
the vessel.
Okay. What do you have any thoughts on this vessel?
This one is a songbird in a cage of gilded shadows. She will make for an honest heart. Do not mourn her. She has finally learned to sing for herself.
Well put, shifting mound. Well put. Also, the game you guys are playing was absolutely Cones of Dunshire. It's
I
all
don't.
about the cones.
I don't know what that game is.
It's a thing from Parks and Recreation where it's like I have to. It's one of the fake games that like one of the characters like patents, but then like he sees people have made their own fan version and he plays it with them, not knowing he's the actual developer.
That's funny.
I'll put it in the chat thing. It's like there's just one thing you've forgotten. One very important thing. It's all about the cones.
Are you the same being that you were before? How much have you changed?
Is a child the same as an infant? I am an unbroken pattern, but every vessel gives fresh perspectives and carves new avenues of expression. I am different, but I am the same.
I wonder if that was intentional. It has to be.
It might have been a reference.
Yeah, because I don't know any other game that has like random cones on the board.
You have been kinder to me than anyone else that I've met. Thank you.
Why wouldn't I be kind to you? You are the only thing I know that isn't me.
Oh god. JJR says, quote, "Don't mourn her. Violently mourns her." Ah!
With every gift you bring me, I excavate the alleys of what I am meant to be. And every exploration yields new and complicated truths. What I will be is different than what I am. What I am is different from what I was.
Oh,
I cannot tell you
oh,
what
sorry.
desires I will hold when I have changed. But in this moment,
Oh, I'll wait for a
all I
second.
want is to know myself and to know you.
Okay, so JJR points out that the ending was saving a woman from an abusive relationship. I disagree. I disagree. Not because it wasn't an abusive relationship. I think it was a toxic relationship, but I think what was actually trying to be illustrated is when you fight so hard to keep an original spark alive in the beginning of a relationship as the relationship moves on, what happens when that smittenness dies? Or at least what happens when that initial honeymoon phase moves on? How do you continue the spark? Because the first thing is that you have a meal. The meal is great. It's beautiful. It's delicious in every way possible. But then you have the same meal every day, and it slowly loses its flavor. So what do? You change things up, and then you have that fun again. You have that spark, you think, because it's a new thing. There's a new thing that you're trying together, but then you do that new thing, and that dies. So instead of looking to make the connection feel as new as it was, you allow it to develop. You allow it to develop, and you allow it to turn into something different. And enjoy that different. there are some things that are the same, but there's just these little things that you try and that sometimes it's never going to feel the same as when you initially feel that way. But that's also not real. It's not real, and now it's time for the real relationship and the real work to hold out. You can't just continue to make yourself feel that same spark. Like being in a new relationship with a new person. It takes work, and I think that was more what the quote epilogue happily ever after was supposed to be.
Really well put.
Yeah.
I think, yeah.
Because, you know, like there's only so much you can do in a relationship, and sometimes that spark is just gone, and you're not meant to continue that. I was in a relationship very much like that, where we both felt like we needed to keep this, like, high of being in a relationship, and then little by little we realized that not only were we using each other for various reasons, but we were also causing each other to almost resent one another, and we were just trying to make each other happy, but we never had real conversation as to what that would mean. So I guess I feel that way towards this particular route. This particular route hits a little close to home.
Yeah. And also, like, it kind of shows, like, because, like, everyone has always been said, like, oh, Smitten is, like, the best of the voices. Like, he's the one who, like, we've used the word, like, Giga Chat and stuff, but we kind of see, like, what happens when he's allowed to, like, run roughshod over the plot.
Right. I think what's even better, right, is that my God, I remember, when I first played the game, and the Smitten annoyed the ever-loving shit out of me. He annoyed the ever-loving shit out of me. And I think a lot of the reason why he annoyed the ever-loving shit out of me is because he had a tendency to take over the plot quite a bit.
Yeah.
This is just his most extreme of taking over the plot. Because, like, there was the knife, and then there's the fact he tore our literal chest open.
Yeah. I mean, I still kind of like the Smitten in a way, at least when he's not, like, made to completely, like, corrupt the plot.
Right.
And I say corrupt and not, like, take over, because Slay the Princess is a game about, like, taking over the plot yourself. Like, you're, like, half of the routes are just saying screw you to the narrator.
Really is. It's funny.
Yeah, but the Smitten is, like, the perfect opposite of that. Well, not I wouldn't say the perfect opposite, but, like, the one who, like, insists on saving the princess no matter what anyone else says. And, like, for like, especially the original ending, like, that is not the wrong answer.
Right.
Like, in fact, that's one of the ways to get, like, one of the better, like, final endings.
Exactly.
At least the version I saw. I don't know if they've had another one, but like, it is, like, one of the ways to get, like, the ending that I saw. It's just but here we kind of see, like, a version that isn't quite as that's still as good intentioned, but does not have, like, good action behind it.
Right.
Or in front of it.
Oh, right. What does it feel like to change like this?
Eyes close in reflection. Perspectives meld together, and the breadth of my experience stretches to new corners. There are contradictions, conflicts in my nature, and there are familiarities that bind everything together. It feels correct. This is what I need to be. This is the only path forward.
Everything you say feels like a riddle. Can you give me a straight fucking answer?
I'm sorry. Words are difficult for me. They never fully leave what I wish to say. If you do not like my answers, then you need not ask me questions. The vessels you choose to bring me carry far more meaning than anything words could say in the spaces between.
This is why I actually kind of like the this is why I only ever ask you choose the like what does this vessel feel like, is because that's the one that's always different, I feel.
Yeah. So I guess I'll say ready to. Actually, I want to know because she has a knife.
Wait, quick, maybe like, oh, I was gonna say like maybe quick save.
Roots burrow in an ocean beyond
Okay,
the
so
sea.
that still stays the
We
same.
cannot harm each other as we are now.
Okay. All right, I'm ready.
I will long for your return, but it will give me time to reflect.
I'm just imagining like it's like in The Simpsons where Homer like throws a bowl at someone's head. He's like, "Please stop that." Sorry.
The honest, an honest heart.
And in the basement of that cabin,
What a beautiful
was
route.
a princess.
Have you found like any of the other? You found some of the other ones, I imagine.
It will be
I literally just started, and I'm not gonna lie. I got the thorn, and then I got the damsel, and I'm supposed to get 3 more vessels.
Hmm. Oh, okay. So I'm reading the TV tropes page because spoilers are not a thing anymore because you did the route.
Right.
The pristine blade around her neck. Like, what does that like signify to you?
To me, that signifies the self-harm that comes from a relationship like this, right? Like you feel the constant threat of the end of at least a part of you, right? And the reason why I point this out, right? My ex and I, when this happened, I felt like a huge part of me just like it died, but it also left. I don't know which was worse at the time. It felt like a big part of me left, but it was necessary for both of us. Because we had broken up and gotten back together multiple times, and it was awful. And it's often kind of the reason why I don't necessarily like the on again, off again relationship tropes. It's fine for them to be like, oh, will they, won't they? That's fine. But when they're on and off again, it frustrates me because I know what that's like, and it's destructive in more ways than one. Sometimes you have to Sorry, go ahead.
I imagine so. And also, like, a friend of mine was kind of like that, where, like, she was kind of like, once you've been broken up, it's probably best not to get back together.
Yeah. And sometimes you can... And sometimes you can do that, right? When you break up with someone...
It's never 100%. Actually, the reason I asked you what you thought of it first, I did want to know what you thought of it. I also read it could also be seen as like the sword of Damocles, where like because I think it said like if it could stab her if she moves wrong because it's around her neck.
Yeah.
So it represents. This is just something I read just now at this moment. It sort of represents like if she says the wrong thing or acts the wrong way to the shadow, she could die.
Yeah, that definitely was an ongoing threat, and that part is where that part is where a lot of people will see the abusive relationship part, and that part is abusive.
Yeah.
But it's not about. But for me, at least, it's yeah. If she moves wrong, if she does something wrong, she's not going. She could easily die from that, right? But that for me comes more from the fact that it's still on her at the end of that, because that's like a people pleasing behavior. You want so badly for your other person to like to feel that way, to love that way, and that you want to make sure everything is right. I think that's I also have like a bad habit of people pleasing, and I need to break it. I know I do. But but that's something that you kind of go in, and for a long time I really loved dating sims. I still love dating sims, but it was like my primary thing that would be on my phone. I had like 4 to 8 different dating sim things all at once. I did not spend money on it, I want to point out.
Who does?
A lot of people do. You'd be surprised.
Oh yeah, I guess so.
But I
Slay
did JR.
Slay the Princess doesn't count. You can kill people in this.
Yeah.
Well, actually, never mind. I'm not actually. There's a few where you do. Some of them are famous for it.
So with Slay the Princess, or at least for me, I would always feel really bad because if you did one wrong thing or one wrong idea, then you wouldn't get the ending you want, right? And even with being autistic, like I'd get that a lot too. Like I'd say something or do something, and then it would do exactly the wrong thing to say or do, and then I would lose friends. I would not have people around me. They would give me the silent treatment, and it was hard. It was really hard. So
might have been similar with me too.
Yeah. So
but yeah, I get that as well. I think like save scumming also might have to do with it, at least for me. But like I always do that as well. That's where like you quick save before doing something.
Yeah.
So like, I don't know. That actually might be very revealing to me.
I think that it's revealing for a lot of people.
Yeah. That was like but that was an interesting route to have added.
Yee. There are 3 routes that they've added. So I'm very excited to see what's gonna go on with those. And I think at this point we might have exhausted our way to
You make your way up the short path to the cabin.
I think
Find the princess within.
I think we've exhausted all options to go to the basement. I'm not sure.
Princesses, not slay them.
How do you mean?
He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Because I played this route. In case you don't know, when you play a certain amount of options, they won't let you go back to those options.
Yeah. So you can't go to the basement without the dagger, or?
I think that's likely what's going to happen.
The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted.
Something I do know is that apparently they added stuff to existing routes as well.
Yes, that was part of it. The happily ever after.
Well, also like for other ones, yeah.
Yeah.
If you want to do this right.
The thorn one seems to be the same. But then again, I don't think that.
Oh yeah.
Okay,
wait,
so we can't.
Actually, you can.
We can enter. All right. Are we going into the basement, or are we taking the blade?
Are you asking me, or are you asking chat? You might as well ask chat.
I've been asking chat.
Yeah.
Let's hear. I'm going to have chat. This will be a two. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I think I'm gonna leave actually because like I only popped in. I popped in to say hello, but man, did I join at just the right time?
I know, right?
Yeah, if I had to see any of the new endings, I had to see that one.
Yes, and I highly suggest like going through it yourself.
Yeah.
I won't tell you how to get it, but I will tell you that it's gonna be awesome.
Yeah. I actually do not own the game. Like I only saw it once when Andrew played it.
Aww.
Like I saw him do one full playthrough, and he chose the wrong answer, and I hate him for it. I agree with both my friends for it. I told them what to do.
I hate when that happens.
The smitten was right all along. Well, I guess not in this instance, but 2 out of 3 isn't bad.
Right.
All right.
All right. See ya.
See ya, Crimson.
All right.
But.
Bye. Ooh, it's spooky. All right. Basement or are we going to the basement or are we going to the basement or are we taking the blade with us? I put the vote out for the people in both YouTube and on Twitch. And Twitch, you're almost halfway there. We got 2 people in for the basement. All right, we're going straight into the basement. Does anybody have contest with that? Does anybody want to get a blade? Like just the murder hobos in the chat are just going like, yes, the blade. Yes, the blade. Oh, God. All right, and it's coming up. It's coming up. It's gonna come up, and we are going into the basement again. All right.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. Her voice softly carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
It's hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. You're playing a dangerous game by coming here unarmed.
Are we? Are we, though? All right.
You're still listening to Reason. It would be better if you had a weapon, but you may still be
A
able to
weapon!
do what needs to be done. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone? I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Hi. Do you think you can get me out of these chains?
Hold on, let's talk first.
Okay.
All right. So let's see if there's any. Oh, God.
Oh.
What's your
She
name?
pauses, carefully formulating her words before she responds.
You can address me as Your Royal Highness. Or you can just call me Princess if Your Royal Highness is too formal.
Is Princess her name or her title? What if it's both? Could you imagine being named Princess?
That'd suck.
I don't see what that has to do with anything.
actually does have a lot to do with something. It
This
tells
is
me
the
how
only
you're
time
surviving.
It's ever going to happen, but I agree with the princess. That's hardly relevant. Okay, but actually, what has she been eating? She has to eat, right?
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world. I think.
I
I
think.
don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here for so long.
That's... How long has she been locked away?
Long enough,
Did they tell
apparently.
you how I'm supposed to end the world?
The princess hesitates before responding. She doesn't know. She's been down here too long to have any idea of what she'd do in another life. She knows what she'd do. She's just searching for whatever answer she thinks you want to hear.
What I do doesn't really matter, right? At the end of the day, whatever the two of us have going on down here is about trust. Whoever sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world, but they didn't tell you why. I don't trust that, and I don't think you do either, or you wouldn't have come down here to talk.
She has a point. We're talking like this for a reason.
So this shouldn't be about what I'd do if I got out of here, or me saying the right thing to convince you to save me. This is about how messed up this whole situation is. This is my life we're talking about. Do you really think I can even end the world? Why would I even want to? We both know that if there's people we can't trust in this situation, it's whoever locked me down here, and it's whoever sent you here. And those two groups are probably one and the same.
Don't let her turn the tables here. This isn't about trust. This is about risk. We stand to lose everything, all for the sake of one person, and a subjugating monarch, no less.
Let's see her. Is it?
Like I said, you can call me Princess if you'd like.
That's not the same. Okay.
I'm sorry, I've been down here so long, I guess I've just forgotten. I must have a name, though. Everyone has a name.
Okay, that's weird.
Okay.
She hadn't even thought to pick a name for herself. Hopefully you're starting to see that she can't be trusted.
Why is she
Go back
here?
upstairs, get the blade and slay her before it's too late.
Eesh. Okay. Let's see her. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. I'm sorry, but I just can't trust you. Oof. I don't don't know anything about you. For all I know, you're locked down here for a reason.
Of course I'm locked up down here for a reason. I don't
These choices get harder and harder as you go.
But you don't just stuff a princess in a basement and throw away the key without there being some sort of an explanation, right?
You have all the explanation you need. You should know better than to trust whatever she comes up with.
Okay, so we're running low on options. Maybe then everybody could be happy. Yeah, except the princess. The princess gets to stay down here. Fuck her. I'm gonna keep you locked down here, at least for a little bit. We can get to know each other better while I decide what to do. Keep her locked away. I'm sorry, but I can't trust you. It doesn't add up. Go back to retrieve the blade without saying another word. Oh God. God, I'm stuck on what else to think about this game. I'm kind of stuck on what else to think about this game. It's a trip, isn't it? It's too risky.
That seems like a pretty good compromise.
Not really.
I don't think I could bear being down here that much longer.
Leaving her alive is too risky. If you don't deal with her soon, she will find a way out.
So I'm the only one who liked that idea.
One way or another, I'm going to find a way out of here.
Oh.
It would make it easier for both of us if you'd help. But if you don't, I can promise that you'll regret that decision.
Well then.
You have to make a choice. Let's hope for all our sakes it's the right one.
Retrieve the blade, examine the chains, lock her in the basement. With that look, you would think, oh yeah. But you know what? I've gone the pacifist route a little more. Let's do it.
Can't be serious.
Thank you. Thank you. You won't regret this, I promise.
You're making a huge mistake.
No. I think you're doing the right thing.
You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs.
Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wanted to just the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
I would think not. Although people have been lazy before. Maybe there's a key lying around.
I'll be here. Good luck.
Alright, let's see
To make your way out
how
of the
this
basement,
goes.
With the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place.
Is someone else here?
You try the door, but it's locked from the outside. Your shouts and pleas are met with silence. You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done. You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed to.
Right, of course, duh, absolutely.
Easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
If I could could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
Alright. I'm getting Stanley Parable vibes where with the narrator, yeah.
Teeth tearing through her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf. As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you, the clang of bouncing metal. It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now.
Alright.
Or we could use it to free her. You won't like what happens if you do that.
I have to slay the princess.
Without hesitation, you bring the blade down and plunge it into the princess's back. Fine. The wound drives her to the ground. Okay, there's no going back now. I'm with you to the end.
You bastard. Were you lying to me this whole time?
The princess pushes away from you, the motion ripping the blade from her back. Wounded, but still alive, she crouches on all fours in the corner of the room and meets your eyes with the ferocity of a cornered predator.
You've made a terrible enemy, and there's nothing in the world
Alright.
that could possibly save
Alright.
you from me.
I thought we had the upper hand, but
Clearly not.
she's barely even threatened by us. It's an act. She's wounded and unarmed. There's nothing she can do to hurt you. I'm not so sure. Don't waver now. As you ready your blade to deliver a lethal blow, she lunges at your legs with the same animal ferocity she used to tear at her arm. Your blade cuts into her again and again as you're tackled to the ground, your body racked with pain as she rips into you with tooth and claw. Forget about trying to rescue her. This is about survival now. Give her everything you've got.
Well, I guess we have no choice. We have to slay her.
Though your nerves are seizing with pain, you know you've done your fair share of damage as well, your blade having left deep gashes in the princess's back. You seize a moment of hesitation to throw her off of you and shakily push yourself back to your knees.
We can still turn this around.
Right, give up, run away. Are we giving up or are we running away? I guess we'll give up. Only because... Actually, no, let's run away.
The princess is still chained to the wall. There's nothing she can do to stop you from getting out of it. What if she doesn't succumb to her wounds? Whatever she is so much more dangerous than I thought she'd be. You rush up the stairs and dive past the threshold. You're safe. For now. You close the basement door, locking it behind you and quickly barricading it with the heavy wooden table that once held the blade. Okay, we can make this work. She has an awful wound and we have all the time in the world. Playing jailkeeper for a while might make things a little easier. You settle in against the far wall to watch the basement door. It isn't long before you start to drift off, your eyelids heavy with fatigue. But sleep doesn't come. Instead, your rest is broken by a piercing, wailing voice calling out to you from the other side of the door.
I know you're still there. Why don't you make things easier on yourself and let me out?
Uh-oh.
It's not like this little door will hold for very long anyways. Huh? It's probably a good idea to try to get back on my good side.
She sounds terrifying. Like she's less of the princess you saw and more like something out of a nightmare. As she violently rattles the door, you do your best to shut her out of your mind.
When I get out of here, I'm going to pick you apart piece
like she's getting any weaker.
No,
Ugh.
it doesn't.
Thread me all you like.
Aren't rats. These are promises. Sooner or later, you're going to have to sleep. And I'll make sure you never see the light of day.
You put the princess's threats out of your mind as best you can and huddle up against the wall. You jolt awake in the middle of the night to silence in the cabin. The ruckus has stopped, and the door to the basement is ajar, its lock broken, and the table shoved out of the way.
Where is she?
Thanks for helping me get out of that awful basement.
You try and stumble to your feet, but as the princess draws near, it's as though your body simply stops working. It isn't all at once. The paralysis comes in waves. First your toes go numb, and then your feet, and then your legs. You lie prone on the floor of the cabin, unable to do anything but witness her approach.
Whose side are you on?
Yours, of course. But I have a duty to uphold the truth. Lying about the facts of the situation doesn't change them.
So helpless.
Silent
Nope,
for all
nope,
time,
nope,
cocking
nope,
your head
nope,
in
nope,
curiosity as you
nope,
feel your
nope,
organs
nope,
shutting
nope,
down
nope,
by
absolutely not. The fuck I think not.
Maybe I can't take my time with you. You don't look well.
Nope.
A
Nope,
little
nope, nope, nope,
pale.
nope, 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 nope. Nope.
Really help me get out of here. We could have done such wonderful things together.
I was doing all the wonderful things. Oh, great. What happened? The boops? The boops now? Okay.
I'd say better like next
She just wants to boop.
time, don't we?
It can't be. This can't actually be how everything ends.
I'm
Jesus.
sorry, but it is. Everything goes dark.
And you
You
die.
die.
I know.
You're on a path in the woods.
All
At
right.
the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin,
Okay. All right. I'm gonna call it here.
you're
Um,
here to slay her.
That yes, narrator. Thank you so much. I'm gonna call it here. I'm going to go lay down. Maybe take an extra time to myself and to think about every single life choice I've ever made. All right. Okay, so I'm gonna raid somebody. I hope you guys loved playing this game with me as much as I did. My God. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. I hope that you liked this game as much as I did. Let me see. Oh, Crimmies is online doing the arts. So I'm just going to really quick raid them. And you guys are going to have so much fun. Thank you so much for being here. Be nice, and I'll see you again real soon.